Howdy, howdy, everyone. It's your boy Breezy, back with some more Mass Effect. And we're going to be watching some SGDQ. It's Summer Games Done Quick. It's an annual speedrunning marathon. It's actually biannual. We have Awesome Games Done Quick. They, not we. They do that at the beginning of the year in January. And then Summer Games Done Quick. Also, Awesome Games Done Quick benefits the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which is amazing. And then Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières, is who we're supporting here in the summer. They're supporting. If you donate, you're supporting, but I haven't donated yet, so I'm not currently supporting it. But I'm watching it because it's an awesome week-long gaming speedrun marathon. And right now, we have the streamer Tic Tac playing Shadow of the Colossus, any percent hard mode. But now, we have our own mission to accomplish. So let's get the audio back up, and we'll chat about games, speedrunning, Mass Effect, and more. So, let's unmute this.
Having fun with it. All right, but next up we have Barba, who is
before
right.
the 17th Colossus.
the 17th Colossus.
I
Where
think you're
was
forgetting
I?
something, Foxy.
I also need to share my stream
if
link
I
in
may,
a couple more places.
because
You may.
This was the bane of my existence for the longest time when I first started. So some of us in the community affectionately call the forest on the way to Barba and the desert for the other Colossus that we'll get to later. We call it the 17th Colossus because so many speedrunners will get lost in this forest, even though they may be having a great run, they may usually know the way to go, but if just one tiny thing goes wrong, it's really hard to navigate your way back out. So basically what we have to do here is constantly aggro for the sake of wanting you to see the scenery. The designers essentially put some places where when the scenery changes, aggro will slow down since this is a very artistic game. They want you to enjoy it. But by kicking back like that, we can just tell her essentially, hey, how about no, I'd like to go fast. I'm a speedrunner, thank you. But if you do a kickback while she's on top of a blade of grass, she gets scared and starts bucking. So now
and the funniest thing is that wasn't the case in the original game.
Alright, we'll take over Helena Blake's criminal cartel.
Yeah, in the OG,
take them out.
This forest that was just so lively here and so full of trees is like
we'll
a
take
dark,
care of the exogeny
funky,
loose ends,
existence.
and we'll take
so
care of Dr.
it's even harder to navigate in the OG. But yeah, they added a lot of trees and stuff that kind of makes Agro's AI go a little bit wonky.
That might be where I'm
at the end of the day.
Yep, and now we can talk about Barba because that's the next Colossus we're headed towards.
Yeah, so Barba's coming up. This is one of the few times actually in the game. Are you going to go for... No, you're not going to go for the actual, the beard skip because it's hard. Aha.
Yeah, so it's going to be hand instead. Yep.
Yeah, so Barba is another Colossus, so we go immediately back from Avion to Barba.
I love this Colossus. This game's so good. I was actually playing this morning. I had no idea that they were speedrunning this at all.
The normal any percent run, there's actually a specific difference because in time attack, you can't move Wander
so
for the
many
first
good
half second.
Dom Toretto memes up right now. It's funny.
But in any percent, as long as the fight has started, you can move Wander. So there's a nice, fun little glitch where if you skip the cutscene of like it's showing off Barba, that you can warp to the beard. But because the hand sigil is a thing, it's easier to start actually on the ground normally to go for the skip there. So I'm gonna immediately skip this and head to it. So definitely. Colossus that Tic Tac worked on quite a bit to try and make this much more consistent at the end of the day. Oh no, that's actually also extremely tough. But thankfully, tactical deaths, as we like to call them, are very easy to do in this game, especially in hard mode. So by wasting some health,
my community has actually started calling them tactical yeets, just because so many of them go off cliffs. Yeah, so really quickly, Tic Tac got it this time, nice. Yeah, here, go ahead, Foxy.
That's all I was gonna say is that the damage difference between normal and hard is so much that simply by jumping down off of there and having Barba stomp is enough to, have you do a tactical death. So that jumping in that hand, even though it looks like it makes sense why you should be able to jump into it, the slope again of that just makes it so much harder to actually execute. So yeah, definitely good to get it on second try. And let's see.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh god.
And stepped on for the death.
Oh god.
I
It
like
went
the-
from very awesome to bad.
I
Quick
like the gusto in the IL.
Come on,
you can
Hera.
actually,
Come on, Hera.
if you time your release right, you can actually just get yourself yeeted onto the head, and it's super
Directly on
great.
the head, yep.
Yeah,
Contra.
instead of falling down and basically going up. The
feel
normal
like
way
I
would be to
scanned
go up
this.
the other hand, basically,
Yep.
to get up to Barba's
I've taken
head.
care of everything else
It's
in
a
the
little
system.
bit more.
Let's
it's
just get on
just
to
the-
press Rob
how
and
the
take
arm
care of Major
goes
Kyle.
is a lot easier to do. But getting smooshed right
Major
there
Kyle
was
suffers
definitely
some trauma in
the
the line
hubris
of
check
duty
for you.
and is
Yeah, and
being
one thing I wanna
Happy moment.
add-
and was
one thing I want to add just as far as the
discharged,
difficulty level
Let's
of this
do that,
particular fight.
He was honorably
So
discharged
with
as a
that,
major and given an early
basically that
retirement,
hand that he just
but
finished
he
the
became
sigil
an
on,
outspoken
he
critic
can
of the
only really
Alliance
get
and
in
has
one
lined himself
stab
up
every
with
single
some
hit, and then
L2
the rest of
biotic
it's all about stamina
implant.
management, so he handled that really
People
well
who are
here.
basically
And now you're gonna get to see that
kind of
other
turning into
gauntlet.
terrorists,
So Tic Tac is basically
seems
going
like.
to use the momentum from
So
Barba's
let's see if
arm
we can
shaking to try
appraise
and
the
get him off,
situation
and instead can jump directly
keep
to the head like
bloodshed
that.
from
Nicely
going
done.
There
out
we
of
go.
hand.
And the
Good
final
stuff.
two
See if we can get Major
yeah,
Kyle
the
to
final
step
two sigils
down.
he's
We
gonna
can take
have to
better care of these people
one
instead
is
of
the one
killing
he's
them
taking
all.
care of on the head, and the final one is on the back. Now, Barba has quite a few shake animations and different cycles, but the nice thing is, once you actually
It's
get to know
shameful
the
how long it
Colossus
took me to
pretty
realize
well,
that this-
you know,
to
take it
remember
on a
that
few
this thing had
dates,
a
take it to
boost
dinner,
function.
see what
Could've
it
made
like.
so much of my early game
you
crap
actually
easier.
can figure out that the cycles follow very specific timing patterns. So it's pretty easy to get in stabs that are just the right amount of damage before the shake cycles start. So that's what that's what Tic Tac is doing here to take out the last bit of damage on Barba.
Vin Diesel's full
and you
name
get
is
an animation?
Vehicle
Yes,
Identification Number Diesel.
So actually,
Slow motion.
yeah. So specifically for Barba, it's one of those colossi that in the cutscene of when it breaks,
I love this game so much.
like the barriers,
both this
basically
and Shadow of the
between,
Colossus.
where it enters and
I'm not
the
watching
end
very much
where
of the
you're,
speedrun,
like,
focusing on
supposed
my
to
own
do the
game,
intended,
but
I'll say in quotes, puzzle.
It's just a good
You
marathon,
actually
dude. I wish
move
there
in
was a
it, and so
GDQ
with
like
some
every
of
couple
these
months.
Stabs, even though the
week-long
Colossus might have like a
marathon.
sliver of health that looks like it takes a lot more,
Like
you can
4
just quickly
times a
tap
year.
the,
I would love that.
Like either the stab button or slash, and it'll do enough damage to get the kill. So what you saw there is Barba
one more
was
month
walking
in the
forward,
fiscal
but
quarter.
you know, all of a sudden got the kill in the middle of the animation, and it like
No,
slows
no,
it down.
the fiscal
because
Q3
it does
just
slow it
ended.
down for the
Now
normal
we're in
bit, but with the
Q4.
cutscene on top of it, it's
Goodness
even more
gracious,
slow.
I
It's
can't
kinda
wait to
crazy.
not
So
help
actually
the
a
old
very
shipping
cool thing to show
department.
off in the middle of the run, so.
I swear,
Yeah,
I'm
Jack,
taking
this
the
is
end
just
of
the
month
first
off.
head jump,
I'm taking the
but,
Friday at the end of every month
getting
off
that, I think,
until
was
September.
More than enough makes up for it.
Because my
I've
department doesn't
never
have
seen
the
a death
stressors
in the
that
cutscene. That was awesome.
shipment does.
Okay, how many pets do we have, the Kyle Thomas?
Listen, I have the biggest grin on my face. We have 5 more pets,
Yes!
Wow.
4 of which handled by Totally Gatsby with a $2,000 donation and a haiku that says,
Wow.
4 more pets
Oh my
per
gosh.
horse. Chat,
Ooh.
please give best horse more pets, more pets, more pets, more.
4 and 5.
Can
So I think you also have some time for a couple donations.
Yep. Can I also just say that haiku was one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard, and bless the person who made that donation so we could hear that haiku.
Yeah, I've got plenty of
Smart man.
horse-related donations for you. We've got Skylar Fox with $250 says Agro deserves all the pets. Yes, she does. I've got
And
this is a
now
nice one. $25
we
from
have
Usurpering.
all the
Says,
materials.
Tic Tac, he's our man. If he can't do it, Sean probably can. I'm just kidding. I love you so much, my beautiful son.
Oh, wow, that was. There was some slight there.
I also got the. I didn't
Thank
know
you
I
so
had the
much for all your
protein artifacts
wonderful
and the sorry
support on
writings
Team
finished
Ico
as well.
Speedruns Discord. You really are the heart of this weird little family.
I need
Seeing you here at
the
SGDQ sparked
one
so
more
much
League
joy
of
for us
One
all.
medallion
Our
and 2
spirits
more
are definitely
Celerity and
with you
Officer
tonight.
ID tags.
Best of luck on the run.
and a
You
3 more
must be
training
so
insignias,
comfy to
and I
run
have
hard
all
any
of those
percent at this
collected.
marathon. Hugs to Ruby and Foxy too.
Aw.
Thank you so much.
Yusu.
Yeah, Usurpering is the Last Guardian runner, part of the community. We basically are one big Team Eco or Ueda Game family, and so that was a nice little joke that she threw in there. But you know, it's all in good fun, and Tic Tac is obvious like be said. Really the heart of a lot of bringing us all together as kind of one community versus just each individual game. And yeah, is really a big pioneer of hard mode as well. So it's kind of a big, it's got to be absolutely amazing Tic Tac to here to show
Right,
us
we have
off
to fight our way through
and really
them.
kind of show the progress that you
go
helped to make
sideways.
at the end of the day.
Yeah. And also shout out to Inception. The little reference is probably there because he took the world record off of me a couple days before this, and he got an amazing time and holds all the other main categories speedrun world records for full game runs. So exceptional player, and I learned a lot from him. And it's just amazing how we all evolve in this game in a very friendly and amazing manner.
Yeah, if I can actually add to that, Tic Tac, one thing that was really incredible is last year when a bunch of people started becoming really active in the community, some people who had been running it for years and some who were relatively new, one of the ideas that came around just with us talking back and forth was doing big races, just hanging out and practicing, doing a no reset run. And Tic Tac, along with the member of the community, Azuma, who's done a lot of community work, actually organized big 6-person races where a bunch of us would just pile into a Discord room. We would broadcast it on the Team Eco Speedruns channel, and it just felt like a party of a bunch of people who enjoy this game getting better because we were learning how to fix those mistakes in the moment. And I legitimately think that it made all of us better speedrunners in one way or another of this game. I learned a lot from it. I don't know what y'all think, but
Yeah, definitely. It's the races themselves were a lot, just to sit down and actually focus on the game. A real quick thing, if anybody in the chat or watching possibly has thalassophobia, so fear of deep water, I would probably say look away for the next couple minutes. Big old lake here. Up next we have Hydrus. One of the more difficult and precise tricks here to really just kind of shorten how long this fight usually takes in an intended amount. So yeah, it's very precise. It's a very just interesting strat overall, but very cool just kind of how quickly this we're gonna make this go, in the event. So kind of give it a second here, but yeah,
All right,
it's
good.
gonna throw you off. Let's say that.
The setup is a little iffy. It might work, but might also not work. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, well, good thing
And
we're on
those
hard.
two, did they hear everything just
Yeah.
fine?
it's very easy to reset.
Oh, there we go.
Yeet!
Yep.
Give me
All
that
right,
electricity
job well done.
pop
Let's
up
get
now.
outta here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Subbed?
Yeah. So
What?
another tactical
Who the
death,
heck subs to me?
Certainly something.
LeBron
especially in hard mode,
James.
It's a lot easier because
What's
really
up?
if you miss this in normal any
Oh,
percentage.
first
it's
subscriber in
just a reset,
forever.
if
Thank
you're
you so
going
much.
for-
Someone did sub to me a while
or,
back.
a top time
It's just
maybe at
been
the
a
end of the
while.
day, but,
How the frick are ya?
The symbol of what's going on.
Speedrunner
is
fan,
by
you watching Summer Games Done
interacting
Quick
with
at all?
Hydrus's AI in a certain way.
Also,
in a
how's
certain
life
spot,
in general?
with
2021 is
pretty,
not as
I would
crazy
say,
as last
precise
year, but it's
inputs.
still a bit odd.
It caused Hydrus
I
to
hope you're
basically
doing well.
pop its head out of the water,
Maybe
and
don't pull
by
your gun out
grabbing
in the
onto
place
it
where
or,
you just struck a
getting
peace
onto
deal.
Hydrus,
There you
you're
go.
able to force it into
There's a
basically
couple
the
containers
animation
I
of
can
it
open up
scurrying
and
across the water,
yeah.
and then that kind of allows us to
Oh, man,
basically
kids don't really
circumvent
need
the
that, but
entire
whatever.
fight and
Power
the entirety of
junction.
going through it. So there it is. Awesome.
There it is, there it is.
I
Nice.
know there's
Yeah,
a crate.
so
Where is it?
definitely
Ah,
very hard and tricky to
Oh, don't mind
get
me,
done
just
at the end of the
hijacking your
day.
stuff.
And with
There we go.
this one specifically, in normal
How
mode,
much
don't
on
take
the
enough
gel do
damage
I
to have
have?
to worry
Oh,
about
I'm
Hydrus
good.
shocks killing you.
I'm not
But
running
here
out
we actually
anytime
have to take
soon.
out the first,
Let's get
horn
back
to
out into the
say,
stars and
then,
take care of
you
some
can
other
just jump
stuffs.
stab the head, which makes it go very quick. So awesome fight right there. I mean,
Yeah.
one
Again with the
reset
guns,
is,
bro.
that's nothing to fear there. So definitely big old GG's there.
And bazinga.
Fantastic job. Yeah, there are a few colossi that we all consistently
I
call
make
run
it.
killers, or just if you say the name of the colossus, we'll all have
Before
a
we
collective
talk that,
sigh,
we'll
just
hack it.
knowing the pain of losing runs to that colossus. And this is
All right,
definitely
let's take care of this
one of the
doctor.
ones that has made that list. So really,
Kelper
really
Bird
good job there,
Newton.
Tic
Yeah,
Tac.
very consistent one across the board. I think one of the coolest things that maybe we haven't mentioned, and also this is the longest death animation because I think you have to wait for Hydrus to sink to the bottom of the entire lake, and then the tendrils come up. So it's kind of like a pause, I guess, especially in hard mode before the storm.
Oh, good.
Kuro coming up, but certainly, Oh yeah, Kuro, man, that's
Saved a lot of lives,
You'll get
Shepard.
I'm more confident about
what we're
Thor
here
than I
for.
am about Hydrus,
Even though I'm on a
and I
Renegade
handle this
playthrough.
fairly well.
good. Yeah, Hydrus is not Hydrus. Excuse me. Kuro was always my bane for doing hard mode runs. So But as I was saying, basically each Colossus,
it was
I
the
think one of the
Caliber
coolest
Bird,
things about
right?
this game is
Yes,
that
it was the Newton system. Heck
everything
yeah.
has its own
Let's
feel.
go.
Yes, we do the same
Save
tricks,
that science,
and, they're
man.
very similar input, but everybody kind of has the different ways that they learn them, and that what feels natural with how to do it, basically.
Yeah, that's a better place for it.
I think that
Batching
really
it
is
through.
what makes it stand out as a game. Is that it really does take a village to teach.
Dude, I
people how
literally just
speedrun
talked to you like
this,
an hour
where
ago, Hackett.
got several people in a
Sorry
chat.
to interrupt, but
Oh,
pets.
Pets, yes. Sorry.
We have 2 more pets for Agro.
Yes.
Hey,
Is this Cerberus?
Two.
there we go. But yeah, and it takes a village, as I was saying. We all hop into like a
Oh,
Twitch
dear.
chat whenever somebody new comes in the community, or help like try to review videos or explain it to them, and it's a fun experience to have us all kind of just like figuring it out together of what they might be missing, just because the game itself is so imprecise yet so precise.
Even to an admiral. Wow.
And one thing that's really cool is honestly, this is one of the most inclusive
Bruce Wayne.
communities that I have ever been a part of, gaming-wise. And people are so
Definitely
eager
not.
to share new tricks. If someone makes a mistake, but it
Monterome
actually
is the
gives
world, I know that
another
much.
speedrunner the spark of the idea of, hey, we
Yes,
haven't
matriarch
tried this trick.
writings. Oh,
Everyone's
wait,
so
I
open
finished
about
that one
that
already.
communication,
Says
and
most.
just helping each
Says
other
mostly.
out to optimize the run
Says
as a
mostly.
whole together. And
Who
that's
knows?
something I've just
Junkro,
always really
please be
appreciated
Trainer
about this
Solarian.
community. And again,
Dang it, I
Tic Tac
don't
has been
need
a big
gas.
organizer
My
and
body's got
leader
no
of
gas.
the charge there. So thank you for everything, Tic Tac.
I'm very happy that
Monterome map.
everything works out for you guys, and thank you so much for being my amazing commentators here.
Oh, always.
So,
Of course.
If I may, I would like to
Alright,
explain
Williams.
the Kurumori
Vicarian,
fight.
you're with me.
So,
This one might
this
get
is one of
dicey. I
those
need my best
fights that
people at
is
my back.
The easiest one, like fairly simple to do in the normal mode, but on hard modes it's terrifying. Because you want to do a 1 cycle on this one. On normal mode it takes just about 5 steps
Ooh, pretty planet.
cumulatively. Hard word. So like 2.5 on the first and 2.5 on the second.
Monterome
Here
map.
it's 6.
Bada bing,
So
bada
I'll
boom.
have to be very precise about those.
We
do those cycle
have
step techniques. Just
Anomaly
to even have close to a chance
and
to do
underground
it.
facility
I
with
think I'm fairly
debris.
consistent at it, but
And
sometimes
then
steps
2
can straight
mineral
up just
deposits
miss
in
as
yay
well.
locations that
So,
I do
it's
not
definitely one
need,
of those,
and thus will not get.
nail-biting
Okay, we will
moments
head
sometimes when things don't
east
work
by
out as well.
southeast.
But one of the more technical and interesting fights as well. This was actually one of the first fights I learned to do the strat off, like the hard mode Kurumori, because I found it very interesting.
Gorgeous.
And it took a while. Like many beginners have trouble with the 1 cycle on this one, and hopefully I can.
Alright,
show the
perhaps I'm going to
difference.
try to stream more often and validate
Also,
your
funnily
subscription.
enough, I
Thank you so
also
much.
did Earlier,
Ah!
no, I'm
Okay,
gonna show
we
this,
just gotta
I don't care.
climb out the other end of this
Uh,
trench with the
Wonder
boost.
can
That
close.
should be
There
easy
you go.
enough.
Now you know. So coming up to the fight in just a little bit, gonna do the side jump here for the little swag. And yeah,
I love
It's
Shadow of
also
the
just a
Colossus.
beautiful arena, so take a look around if you can. It's just an
Yeah,
amazing fight and an amazing setting.
Yeah, having played the
Ah.
PS2 game
Non-hostile.
endlessly back in the day, just the amount of just good that Blue Point did to make these areas just look
That's a
absolutely
Turian or a
is
Krogan
insane.
corpse.
I
One of
feel
the
like
two.
this is certainly
Sure.
the most like this is what I thought the game looked like when I was
Yes.
that age, right?
Turian
Yeah.
insignia.
And here
Thank
the
you.
puzzle for Kuro is fairly
2
simple.
more.
Simply just shoot an arrow at
Dude, chill. We're fine.
the legs to make it fall down. But one quirk basically that most people
now,
don't realize is that the
southwest.
higher Kuro
Southeast.
goes up on the Colosseum,
East?
the
I
more-
thought
and
you
the
said
farther
west.
you make it fall down, the longer that it stays on its back while trying to stab its belly. So in normal mode, we only have Kuro go about halfway, but in hard mode, you must
I love that
have
name,
Kuro
LeBrad
go all the way to
James.
the tippy top to make sure that you have the
I'm
appropriate
assuming
amount
your
of time.
name's
And
Brad.
Actually, those are 6 cycle stabs executed perfectly, and
It
you
is
should
so
actually-
easy
yeah,
to
yeah.
meme stab there. That was
Yeah.
really well done.
Mhm. It's a very, very tight timing for hard mode, but
I will be playing
now
Rocket
that
League
Tic Tac's got this,
tonight.
it's
So
just
here in
probably
like
such a
6
big ol'
hours
sigh
or
of relief.
so.
Yeah, and it's gonna make sure that you didn't miss
Check the
any
channel
sort of help
again
there, 'cause,
around-
as you can see, Kuro is just kind of starting to
Or my
flop.
Twitter at Real
Flawless.
Chris Breezy
Flawless.
for the
Yeah,
announcement.
Starling.
Yeah,
Rocket League. I'm gonna play that around probably around 9 p.m. Eastern.
Because of rolling over. So
Maybe
it's a
9:30, 10 Eastern.
Yeah,
Very stressful.
Because I am in
another
Mountain
building, that's a
Time.
good again.
exactly. And hey, you said
Oh
you were
god, I
gonna-
love the
there you go,
booster.
your
So
confidence
good.
is amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
I
for the
super
next
appreciate the Prime
Colossus,
subscription. That's only ever
I'm
happened
gonna
once
let you
before,
two
and
talk
it just
about
it makes my
because
heart
he
flutter.
makes me
Thank
too
you so much.
viscerally angry to even acknowledge his presence
There
right
you are.
here.
Sure, fine.
Dankeschön.
Yeah.
Also,
Cool.
how's the pet count?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
what are we at?
This
Yes.
breaks my
All
heart
right.
to say, but we are $72 shy of our next pet, so there are 0 pets waiting for Agro.
No.
What have you done, Chad?
Baby!
What have you done to our baby?
That I
Oh,
believe.
and right before Bosseron too.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Oh no, I believed. But, yes, Tubek, do you want to say any words, or I can let it
I
roll?
think we have a little time for 1 or 2 donations before that, just so we don't start going in detail too early.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. I've got $100 from Gooperman.
Nice.
It says, "Hey Tic Tac, I am
Whoa,
super
Goop.
proud of you for getting a run into GDQ. For all the good you do for the community, let alone your talent at speedrunning the game, I
Ah,
can't think of
don't do
anyone
that.
more deserving to show the game off.
Daddy, I
Good
don't
luck,
like
and
it.
don't get tic-tacked."
You'll get to that one later.
We'll explain that later. And so,
Yeah.
fun fact, Gooperman is actually formerly known as Church Neo, was the AGDQ 2019 NTA runner. So the first time the remake got shown off at GDQ, for which I was also on the couch for. So I'm making my my second debut on the couch. But yeah, so thank you so much for that wonderful donation, man. Really appreciate it. He was supposed to be here today, but I had some things fall through. We miss you dearly. Miss you dearly.
Also, I just realized one thing that we had been talking
Garp
about
ball.
before, just
Garp ball.
Goop, Tic Tac, and I to the side is, oh yeah, we've all run at GDQ events, but you have too because you did hotfix.
I did do a hotfix before.
Yeah.
Garp up.
So,
Yeah, your
dropping
race. Yeah,
Yeah,
accuracy.
Tic Tac and I did.
We'll keep it around.
Tic Tac and I did a
We'll
hard
see
race back in
what
like, late
happens.
2019. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. That was a great time. So, but yeah, getting into Bosseron, it's kind of a weird bit to explain here. Physics
Ooh.
are going to happen. We're gonna eat a little
Upgrade.
bit. This is again
Nice.
one of those precise things that we kind of just try to telephone to each other about placement and where we need to be in the world. But instead of going through the normal fight, which is just an absolute nightmare with these geysers and getting Basran to fall over, it's just such a crazy trick with basically side jumps.
Oh,
It's
even
just
better.
the simplest
Yes,
thing to
it's
say.
sexier.
So,
I love it.
Tic Tac's gonna wait for a very specific moment to quick start on aggro. Gonna hop onto the leg. Nice. Double hop onto the leg. That's okay. And bam, there you go. Basically, you're using Bassaran's leg
Garp
physics to launch you up. And it got a little close there, but a very, very good recovery. And that honestly shows Tic Tac's skill, being able to kind of realize that did that first jump just slightly early. But one of the coolest things about this game is just kind of the
been light
interactions you can do with jumping. So by going from the bottom ledge to the top ledge, or simply resetting himself on that top ledge, it allowed Wander to reset his animation and kind of basically give himself iframes is the simple way to say it, which makes it so that Wander can just do a quick side jump, and then that leg lift is perfectly enough. Now, one of the funniest things actually is that if you do that leg lift too early, you actually get too much heat, and you can fly over Bassaran. And so,
Oh yes, I call it the aerial tour.
Yeah, so you get
Yeah.
a nice little aerial
Science
view,
station.
kind of drone style of Bassaran, and
I think I know what
is just none the
building this
wiser.
is.
So
It's the one with
it's very cool, but
a
like great
big
execution
square
there. So,
force
that's,
fielded off
getting
section
that
in the
first try
middle.
in a marathon is
I think
absolutely
that's where
bonkers.
Admiral
So,
Kahoku
Especially in any percent. That was gorgeous, Tic Tac. Well done.
Yeah.
And they have
lots
Ragni
of
test subjects
tactical
in there
depths
that
on
kill them.
Bassaran for sure. Because there's a nice little chasm off to the side that aggro takes you to diligently if you fall off. But yeah, really great execution there. And Bassaran just has so much more health too, that really stamina management. That's why Tic Tac was kind of
Mercs.
letting go and going back to Bassaran's back to give himself more stamina to make sure, that there wasn't going to be any. You saw the cool trick. There's no hiccups here, so we're still going fast no matter what.
Heck yes. And please tell me Agro's gonna get a pet after that. She deserves
Listen,
it.
chat, we shamed them so hard. There are now 6 available pets to make up for
There
last
we
time.
There we go.
Thank you
There
so
we
much,
go.
chat.
Yeah.
You're so cute.
Thank you. Just a light shaming. Just a light shaming. Everybody's gonna be having fun here with aggro pets.
I mean,
Dankeschön.
6 definitely makes up for it.
Oh,
by
yes.
a lot.
It shot up as soon as they realized there weren't going to be any.
Yeah, well,
Ah,
after that
she-
fight, she absolutely deserves it. Launching directly into Bazaran.
what
God,
I
would not.
am.
No, no, sir. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, thank
Okay,
you.
boomer.
The amount of just sheer force
hardly
of will
felt it.
that Agrosaurus has to be charging at these colossi with you. With
Oh,
longer
look at that,
honor
more stuff to
is,
break
you know,
down.
Just something that it's
Yay.
stuff worthy of great auto, great epics, basically, at the end of the day.
Yeah, especially since we
Oh, something's gonna
speedrunners
spring
have,
out at me. I'm calling it now.
like a very high standard when it comes to our aggros. We sometimes hate on her a little bit, but in a friendly way,
Yeah.
because she can make the run slow.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Coos.
Yeah. And I think we have time for a few donations because there's a pretty long run up here to the next Colossus. So we're starting to get into the branching out of how far out we can go for some of them.
Absolutely. There is so much love coming in for all of you here. We've got, well, first off, here's the love for Agro. We've got Eric R. with $500 says, they're good horses, Brent. And we've got, oh boy, here's the puns. We got $50 from Andromeda says, did you hear about the man who was hospitalized with 6 plastic horses inside him? The doctor described his condition as stable. The doctor then handled the case of the horse who fell and can't giddy up. Poor thing lost her whole left side in an accident, but don't
right.
worry, she'll be all right now. Enough horsing around about doctors, though. Pet that aggro and fund some operations for MSF. The doctors who look at borders and say, nay. Thank you very much for your donations.
Amazing. Are there any more? Because this really is a long ride. We can get in
Absolutely.
probably 2 more. Yeah.
I've got Azama from Team Eco Family. Says the entire Team Eco Speedruns group, we wish you a great GDQ week to everyone. Tic Tac, you know how much this community owes you. Congrats and thanks for what you've done and for what you're doing right now. And don't worry, we'll still love and respect you if you get Tic Tacs today. Much love, big thanks to GDQ, and have a great show, everyone. Thank you, Azama.
Thank you so much, Azam. I really appreciate it.
We've got Lizard Eat Flies, gives $1,010, says have to
Let's
donate
do
to
it.
Shadow of the Colossus. Pet that horse.
Thank you so much. That is an incredible donation. And yep, we've got time for one
Nope,
more.
the fair
actually,
part's
and then
just
we can
beginning.
start
And
going into
also,
the
why is there a white
Camper
engram
gives
floating through midair?
$250, says half a horse pet in honor of the gem of a ruby on the virtual couch. Always love GDQ, and good luck, Tic Tac.
Hey, thanks, Camper. Oh, okay, so coming up on this fight, this is a very beloved fight. It's just
Tomb
a
stares
fun
at the
one.
scientist's
There are
corpse.
some
His
with the
hands balled
speedrun
into
strats that
fists.
can be incredibly
Slowly, with
frustrating,
visible
and
effort,
playing
he
them
opens his
over and
hands
over
and
can get
exhales.
tedious at times.
You catch his
But
eye and
this is a
gesture
fight
towards the
that,
door.
At least for me,
He
I
won't
don't
be
know how
left
everyone
behind
else
again.
feels. It never gets old.
All right,
it's
well, that
always
was a very
really fun
quick
show.
mission.
So basically, Dirge is a sandworm.
I'm the one
So
they can't
in his
question
arena,
or-
it is going to be
or,
completely
indict or
covered
whatever.
with sand and dust. And
All right,
Tic
I'm gonna
Tac, is
report
this
to
one that
Hackett
you wanted
and be
to
like,
talk about, or do you
yeah,
want me to
I
take it?
killed him. I think he had it coming.
Feel
Also,
free
I'm a
to talk about
specter.
this, so I
Can't
know
touch
the
this.
focus of the arrow shot.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, this
Can't
fight
touch
is
me.
pretty specific, but it's very fast-paced. So basically, what you're going to notice
Artemis
about this
Tau
sandworm
Sparta.
is
Let's
when
hit that
his
up real
head
quick, too.
peeks out of the sand. So
Gonna
when
take
it
care of
peeks
our
just
people
above the surface,
before we take down a crime
Tic Tac's
syndicate.
gonna need to shoot an arrow into one of his huge eyes in order to throw him off kilter. Now, what Tic Tac's gonna aim to do is either run him into the closest pillar or to run him into the closest wall. Now,
How did that
perfect.
hit? Wow.
That's amazing. Yep, he got that spin out animation real fast here, and it's going to be right on this first wall. Well done, Tic Tac.
And he's totally
now, what
with
he's going
me.
to need to do is there are 2 sigils on this Colossus, and
Good
one of
guy.
the really fun things about speedrunning this game is, in order to take this out normally, you would
Our
want to do
Timothy
5 stabs
Tau.
to each sigil, and it
The
would be a 2
Tau of
cycle. So
Artemis.
once you take out
There you go.
one, the Colossus dips back under the sand,
Yes, yes.
and you
Sparta
have
system.
to start all over again. So it loses you a lot of time.
All right,
But
Shuttle
what
the
Tic Tac
Colossus.
is
2
going to
hour
do
estimate.
here
He's
is by
54
doing a
minutes
very
in.
specific amount
Oh,
of damage
he is at.
that is just over
he's
the
at what,
halfway
number
point on
9?
that health bar, but not too far. He can do just under enough damage and actually deal all of the rest of it on this sigil to kill Dirge. So let's see if he's got it right here.
Yep, and the reason why
Care of
this
all
works
this
is
crap
actually
already.
because we get the extra damage on the eye. You saw it was like a pixel, so that's about the leeway we have here. This is a very precise trick.
Well done. Nice,
Very,
nice,
very
nice.
well
Good
done.
job.
Yeah.
Back out.
Very, very well
There
done.
we go.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Ray.
I'm gonna let you two talk before the next one, but then can I talk about the next one?
Sure.
Thank you.
Because up next
Sorry,
is Bellagio.
Well,
I'll
no,
take
Celosia.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Celosia. Excuse me. Yes.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
no, it's one of my
Oh,
small
man.
boys.
Yes,
It's one of my
I,
small boys.
Man,
Don't
You gave me a little shock there, Foxy.
I
first.
gave myself
Carbon
a
dioxide,
shot,
nitrogen,
man, It's the
atmosphere,
funniest thing
-1
about viewing
Celsius.
this game
Not
is that,
too bad
you know,
on the
you would
temperature
think how
front.
many times we've done this, we would know the order of the colossi.
I
Frequent
wrote
meteor
them down.
impact.
And then everything
The
changed when the
terrain
Fire
and
Nation
inspiration
attacked.
into the
Oh
interest
man,
prospect.
I have had runs die because I was
Always
doing
safe by
great,
not
and then I
getting
go to the
hurt
wrong arena and
in
it
harm's
doesn't
way like
activate
this.
the cutscene.
We've both been there before, that's for sure.
I feel like
So-
Tic Tac, you and I have talked about this too. We've all been there before, right?
Yeah, so because sometimes you just zone out and go into autopilot, and that's the worst thing that can happen. Pets, how many pets?
We have
Oh,
one
yes.
pet waiting for our good girl.
One more, yes!
You know this?
Oh,
Oh,
Distress
baby,
signal straight
sweetie.
north. We'll hit that
Best
first.
horse. Okay, so we are
And
headed
then
towards
a V
I said I was
formation
gonna let you two talk
of
about it
mineral deposits
beforehand,
that I can't
and
hit
then I'll
but
talk about
won't.
it during the fight.
oh yeah. This is
Yeah.
where I have Celosia.
Only
up
the
next,
stuff that's on
not
the map
Bellagio,
is of
that's my
actual
fault.
interest to me now.
Having splits up on a screen really helps you keep track of where you're going because I don't know, you get a one-track mind about a Colossus that you have coming up, and that just turns into you going there.
This
on
is either a
autopilot,
Geth or
like you kinda
Cerberus
said. But,
lure for a
yeah, it's one
Thresher
of the,
mob.
It's the first small Colossus, small S-O-M-L. S-M-O-L. Oh wow, I can't even spell today.
You're trying your best, and I
I'm
appreciate your
trying
effort.
my
I gotta say.
Thank you. It's the first small Colossus, and certainly one of the more interesting ones, but it's going to go by in an absolute flash with how quickly Tic Tac is going to get this done. But at the end of the day, I think this is one of we do a lot of eating with Wander, just kind of throwing him off cliffs, you know, and just kind of doing with whatever. I mean, he's got the spirits of dead Colossi inhabiting his body, so, you know, it's kind of just the nature of maybe nature of the Colossus, I don't know. But there's a giant pit that Celosia is in, and it's really cool just how we basically circumvent all of the running down and everything by jumping directly into the arena, basically. Sometimes you can miss. It's okay. It's very easy to do. The only thing we gotta hope right here is that we don't get rocked, which there's one specific rock that if you land on it, you can get out of it, but basically Wander is like stuck in this little like edged corner that somehow exists that you just insert yourself on. But yeah, that's Celosia for the most part. And I guess before we get there, we've got a little while longer. We got time for a couple quick donations.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Silent Sword with $35. Says, pet the horse, yeet the wander. And versus Jordan gives $25. Says, get that horse a pet stat. 16 bosses, but never enough pats.
Yes, I like that mindset. All right, and I think this is a good point to talk about the actual small boy, the sweet boy that we are about to come up on. So personally, my favorite fights are the small Colossus fights because unlike a lot of the others where they move slower, but they do a ton of damage, they're giant hulking things, the smaller Colossi, the trade-off you have is, well, yes, you have to deal less damage to them to actually kill them. But on the flip side, their agility is off the charts. If they get even a single hit on you, they're going to stun lock you. So what Tic Tac's gonna do here is the big trick with Celosia is she's afraid of fire. She's just heckin' afraid. So what basically he's gonna do is by getting Celosia to hit that pillar, it basically knocks over a torch, and Tic Tac's gonna be able to light it right here in this beacon. Perfect. And
Suck
now what
it,
he's gonna
wuss.
do is actually take this to the edge.
Wuss
and by
it
tricking
out
the
like a
AI
boss.
into thinking, oh, you're safe, I can attack you now, and oh no, wait, you're scary, you're holding a torch. Once you trick that AI, you can activate the cutscene for her falling much faster. So now all Tic Tac needs to do is switch to his sword, jump down, and then do 3 hits of damage, and that's all it takes with Celosia. And the plant on the small boys, once you actually know where it
and
is,
now
it makes the fight
we can
so
find
much
Admiral
easier. If you're
Cahoog's
playing
body
this
after we do
casually,
this, so...
one of the hardest things about these fights is
Okay,
being
we got
able
2
to
missions to
actually
complete in the
maintain your
Citadel
grip.
now.
But by getting the exact placement we need, we're able to take it out, and just
I
like
killed
that,
this
in
Colossus
probably
today,
less than a
too.
minute,
Only
Celosia
on
is
normal
down.
mode, though.
Very, very nicely done, Tic Tac.
Yes. Great fight. Yeah, the plants themselves,
One
I
lead
think the
medallion and
biggest
2
thing that
enemy
people
tags,
don't
come
understand is
on.
that the developers really wanted you to like think that you had to go onto the sigils, and by crawling, that actually takes you out of that plant. So it's a very interesting, you know, I guess
That one's getting turned
duality
in at the
of-
crew at the Citadel.
It's something that you wouldn't
And
notice
then I am
normally,
starting
but
this
it's so
one, and that
cool that
sucker
like
can
you know you
wait.
can sit there and have Celostia shake and water just kind of up there holding his sword like nothing's happening at all. So yeah, but yeah. Up next now is Pelagia, now that I missed that portion. But also one other cool thing I forgot to mention.
All right, let's quickly
so that torch,
get up here and
that
fix
stick
this.
that drops is actually a throwback to Fumito Ueda's or the Team Eco now gen design. Lots of name changes here. Oh, and how many pets?
Unfortunately, Tic Tac is just going too dang fast. We do not have a pet ready for Agro.
Oh,
But just for a little context, chat has already given Agro 28 pets in this run, which is
Wow.
astounding. And I know you can get
28
all the way to the
pets for
45.
aggro.
Chat.
They
Keep
have
it
a
going.
donation incentive
Yeah,
for every
we are
$500
well
they get
on our way
donated
there.
towards
So,
that
chat,
incentive.
we gotta get 45
He
pets.
gives
Come on,
Aggro the
this is-
horse a
this is
pat.
key. Look at this
Pets
horse.
him.
Don't you
And
want
they've done that
horse?
28 times, so they've raised
But,
like what, 14
As I was
grand
saying,
for just that
the
so far.
first game
is
that
awesome.
they made was called Eco, and
brings me
the
joy
theme of the whole
because
thing
Aggro
that
is
for
the
most-
goodest
For the
boy.
most part of the game, you're taking around a stick for the entirety of it that you light on fire and other sorts of things to solve puzzles, and so that's a throwback to the first game. This actually area is one of my favorite areas in the game of like the water,
Oh,
like the
poor
cascading
Solarian.
waterfalls. Looks like a Bob Ross painting. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So gotta throw that Bob Ross in there. But it's just like I said before, Bluepoint did such a good job of making this game like bring
One
it
more
the
ID
reality
tag,
that
one
we
more
thought it
league
was back in
medallion.
the day. If you ever do play this,
The League of One are a very
they do
exclusive and
have, like,
secretive Solarian special
concept
task
art
group, I
comparisons
believe.
of the original areas compared to the
you know
remake
what?
ones, and
Let's
it is
know for
absolutely
sure.
like the first time I looked through it, I couldn't believe the night and day difference of what my brain was telling me what it actually looked like back in the day. So yeah, we have Pelagia up next.
Small
Definitely,
reconnaissance team.
How to say, I don't know. Do you
Espionage
wanna
and
explain this
assassination,
yourself, Tic
never
Tac,
more
and
than a
give us
dozen
some thoughts?
strong. The team was adept at infiltrating the tightest defenses and eliminating all necessary obstacles. Only a few top members of the government and military were privy to the League's identities.
Yes.
League members wore
Sure,
no
absolutely.
distinguishing garments and held no
we've got
particular
$5
rank. The only evidence of their
from Agro that
participation
says
in
we
the
need
League was
more
a small
horsepower
medallion
for this
presented
pet
to
train.
each member upon induction.
starting off a
The secrecy
$5
was
train for
maintained until the
herself.
formation of the Citadel Council.
We've got $800 from Steady that says Pet
All
the Horsey.
classified documents
Thank
pertaining
you
to
so
League
much
were
for that donation.
released to dispel rumors and help the
And
Asari
Jeeves
have
gives
faith in them.
$100, says Shadow
League
of
of
the
One was
Colossus
suddenly
will always
exposed
be one
and
of
in
my
danger of
favorite
being
games.
hunted by
The
enemies
amount of
of the
imagination the
Solarians.
game
Before
inspires
any
through
harm
its
could be
music
done,
and
the
world
team
design is something
mysteriously
else.
disappeared.
Thanks
Most
for
assumed
showing
this
off
was a
such an
convenient
iconic
lie to
part
help
of my
hide their
childhood.
identities. A
Thank
few
you so
months
much,
later,
guys. This
the inner
is just a
cabinet was
gorgeous game.
murdered. Though there was no incriminating evidence, it was clear who
I
was
would
responsible.
100% agree with
Realizing the
that. I
threat
feel
posed
like
by this rogue
all of us
outfit,
who
the Special
speedrun
Task
it
Group
have
dispatched a
fallen
team of
in love
hunters.
with
When they didn't return, the
not
STG
only just
dispatched 10 of its
playing the
brightest
game,
operators
but
with broad
how
discretionary powers.
aesthetically gorgeous
Only
it is.
2
The
returned.
soundtrack,
They
the
reported no
visuals,
evidence of the
the
leak, so they went
actual writing
completely
itself,
dark and did
and
it
how all of the
effectively,
games tie
very
together.
effectively.
It's
No
just-
further
it's really
incidents were
incredible,
reported, and it was assumed
the
the
way that
League
they
was
put these
wiped out.
together.
Some recently
Yeah, and
declassified
really, I
documents,
think
however, have
more
suggested there may have been a
recently,
13th
we
member who eluded the
discussed
Solarian military.
Ueda's like game design itself, and really.
And it looks like I'm
how
going to be
each
finding 10
experience
to
of the game is
12 of those
supposed to- even though
medallions
it's the
out here in
same
the
thing for
Traverse.
everybody, each
I'll probably just
individual
turn them
experience
into
is
the
supposed
council
to
and be
a
like,
unique
okay,
thing that
these
kind
these
of
League
impress on
members
you.
were
And I think that just makes
identified
the
as
game so
dead
much more powerful. And
in
it's
the
also
field.
easy for us because literally all of us who play these games are the reason we speedrun them is because we're just in love with them so much at the end of the day. So
So being
Yeah.
able to share this mutual love is just incredible. It's like, yes, we bond over this very specific thing, and it's wonderful.
So yeah, and talking about being in love with this game, I hate Pelagia. Okay.
Back to the Normandy.
This is
Now we travel
that
to the
one
Citadel,
Colossus
Second
is
and-
give some
an
people some
absolute
news.
pain for hard mode. In normal mode, you can one cycle this one. In hard mode, you can't. Foxy will go into the specifics during the fight, but there is a certain amount of RNG involved where even if you do everything perfectly, sometimes Pelagia just decides
Halfway
to say,
across
no,
the
you know
galaxy
what,
almost to
how
reach
about you lose
Citadel
2
and deliver
minutes?
this
There
news.
you go. Now have fun with your world record attempt. Oh, it's not there anymore? Oh, too bad. Take it away, Foxy.
Yeah. So it's actually a new setup that Tic Tac's doing here to get a more similar, basically to get Pelagia's AI to do something similar to the IL. So it's just more consistent at the end of the day. But basically, we just circumvent having to swim around to the back. Thankfully, in the remake, they added a nice little, I guess, treat for us, in that swimming is faster if you hold it down like consistently. But we're just going to jump straight to the head, give Pelagia a little bit of dental work. By jumping on the face, you can skip the AI trying to shoot you, and then pop onto the belly where the sigil is. So
tower.
Immediately here,
The quest needs to turn, so
is
that's
going to try to
make it
get
a quick,
in 4
simple
full
trip.
stabs. And we say full stabs, that if you look at the bottom left corner, you can see Tic Tac's stamina bar building up with the stab as it goes. And looks like he got 4 in. Nice, that's awesome. That is very tough to do, and actually a very good landing spot there too. So like he said, we have to force Pelagia into a 2 cycle. So he's gonna try. It is going to break this little demolition, this little, I guess, barrier. What do you want to call it?
Gazebo?
Gazebo is a good word. Yeah. And then get back onto Pelagia's head as it's breaking it, and then we're gonna do more dental work to walk Pelagia over to the next one.
Pelagia behaving in a marathon run.
There we
it's
go.
It's not all done yet, but this is with good RNG.
Yes,
I'm so glad.
A lot of the time,
skipped
it's very easy to happen if when you jump onto the head, you are locked. So as we said before, some cutscenes you can move in, some you can't. And so Pelagia can just throw you off sometimes in the middle of that cutscene, and then that's where that 2-minute time loss that Tic Tac was talking about comes into play. And so we basically just repeat this here, but now we kind of, if Pelagia's not in the right spot, sometimes it doesn't work out how you would expect, and really Pelagia has a mind of its own. So really just the amount of thought and how individual each of these colossi are really just kind of, again, like we were saying earlier, shows the breadth of this game. But Pelagia for sure has the most individuality of a lot of the colossi, and really just makes speedrunning it just one giant inconsistency that, you know, just it's a nightmare to deal with. But you know, we're all here with it together. So yeah.
Because right as I praised Pelagia for the RNG, Pelagia just said, you know what, actually, how about you lose a minute after all?
Yeah.
That's Pelagia. That's. I feel like if any of us just say, well, but Pelagia though, all of us just know what that means because we have felt it in a personal and visceral way.
Yes, very. And so it's only 3 full stabs here to wrap it up. But yeah, that's very well done.
Just stay on the Citadel and don't worry
that's
about
all
it.
you can ask for, really.
Sadly, next time I see him, he'll be dead on the floor in a service
Pelagia
facility.
is really, I think, a wave of calm, probably, for the most part.
Yeah, that was a chef's kiss fight. Well done.
Very well done.
Hey, how do you feel, Tic Tac? You doing okay?
I'm glad it's done with this fight now. I'm way more relaxed now, because now only so much can go wrong. I got a little RNG there in the end, but honestly, as long as I get the 2 cycle and stay on Pelagia for it, it's not bad at all after that. So at least the most important part went well, and I'm happy about this, because it's really one of the colossi that even for top runners of this game, it can vary by minutes, plus minus 2 minutes in a proper run without too much. You have influence.
It's always hard, but it is better than not knowing. Wondering is the worst.
So how many pets do we have?
Chat is coming through. We've got 2 more pets for the goodest girl.
Amazing.
Yay.
Okay, there are 3 actual missions besides Vermeer.
Possibly extra.
Correct. We are at 30 pets.
Lost
Chat
stock
is just
emergency.
smoking it.
I know where that is.
All right, chat. We got about another 40 minutes.
What's up, Redhead?
Giving Tic Tac some extra time here.
Like your suit, pal.
But, you know, I believe that you can make it happen, especially for the last.
So far,
hey, Miss Wong.
looking very good.
See what you're up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and we're actually headed towards one of the most beloved colossi in the community. Yeah, it's Foxy's favorite, and also in the official Team Eco speedrun
Oh, I know what
awards
this
was
is.
awarded Best Colossus by our community. Those awards were so fun. We did them in what, January, February? Yeah.
I think so this year, yeah.
So Phalanx was voted the most beloved Colossus. And it's really a gorgeous fight, and this is the first and only Colossus in this game that you will ever encounter.
Okay, we ain't
who is a
done here
total
just yet. We gotta go to
pacifist.
C sec
No matter
to
what,
install
this
this.
Colossus will never actually attack you. So it's this big flying sand snake, so we're gonna have to do a lot of work with the arrow and with aggro. So for all of you aggro lovers out there, you're gonna really see her going to her best work. But in the meantime, we do have to go through that
the way.
17th
I know the way.
Colossus again and make sure we get those kickbacks properly.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect spot for, I would say, 2 more donations.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Jay gives $30 and says, if only I
Shelly,
could pet
how you
Agro
doing,
in real
man?
life. I totally agree. She deserves it.
Alrighty then.
And we've got $50 from Beastman. They say this game took an eternity for me to complete casually. I can't wait to see it destroyed and on hard mode as well. Pet that horse. Thank you so much for that.
So many pets. But yeah.
And-
Go
I
ahead.
wish I
Actually-
could kill the keepers,
No, I was
man.
gonna say, I think we can do one more quick one.
Sure, we've got Lamp with $70 says, I like
I
pets.
love Lamp.
Please, more pets.
Yes. Okay, so this one, I think Foxy, you would be the best one to
Alright, is
explain
she
it. since
right
you know
or is
both
she
versions of the
wrong?
strategy, so
Let's
I will
find
leave it to you.
out.
Yeah.
Overall, Phalanx is a simple Colossus. Really, we do something similar to Dirge by shooting the air sacs with the arrows. It does enough chip damage that we only have to do so much to the first 2 sigils to actually be able to kill Phalanx with only actually finishing off the last sigil. So, like we said before, really you only, for a few Colossi, you only actually have to do just enough damage to kill 1 sigil to actually get the kill animation. So, Tic Tac attempted
She is
to
right
do
and
sort of
she
an
is
IL
wrong.
setup there. It's a very difficult
ah.
setup to do, but it sort
Anyways.
of worked out at the end of the day to get an
Did I just
early
get an achievement?
descent,
Did I just
basically.
unlock?
So, the strat that he was going for, like I said,
Complete
is-
the
it's
majority
pretty
of the
choppy to pull off
game.
in a full
Boom.
run.
Call me
So,
Drug Khalil, baby. I'm a
personally, like I was saying before, this is my
completionist.
favorite
Ow!
fight just because it just how grandiose it is at the end of the day. You know, you're using aggro to run around,
Noise.
shoot these arrows while on horseback, jump
The
up,
75G
these wings,
must
and then
be for
you're
the
literally just
75%.
flying through the air, doing all these crazy stabs and jumps. Like, you know, it's so insane to me, like just how cool this fight is. And I don't know, I feel like Phalanx is some people
Yeah,
like to
let's
make
skip
fun of
that.
it as like the
Oh, that's
it
you
did win the
really
award for
hugging
the
her
favorite
butt cheeks.
Colossus, but you know, it's like also like everybody's favorite in some aspects, you know, for that. So I wear it with pride, to say the least, that it is
It's
my
my
favorite
ship, I can
Colossus.
shoot inside it.
You know, I agree with most people that it is.
That came out wrong.
100%. There's something really elegant about watching the speed run of it and just the Wander absolutely flying through the air, headed to the next sigil.
Suck
of
it,
the Colossus.
Presley.
It's
Yeah.
very picturesque.
You ain't no Elvis.
Yeah, definitely.
You got
I
nothing
think
on the
one
real
of
king of the ship, which is
like
actually a queen.
Avion, one of the cooler
Which is me.
ILs and kind
Boom.
of just more for normal at least, because just how
Alright,
many like
boss
crazy
talk
jumps
system,
that you're able to get with it and
and-
everything you're able to do. So yeah, and that's Phalanx done, and it's certainly one of the more sad
This?
death animations because of just
system,
how large Phalanx is just
Maroon
crashing to the
Sea.
ground, and you know you realize kind of
How maroon.
At this point, I think it's kind of a turning point in the story because you're
And
like,
he
wow,
just
like,
took
yes,
down the
I've
last
been,
large flying
you know,
Colossus.
defeating the Colossi one by one, and here finally you're kind of realizing just like how much impact you're
He's got
having.
50 minutes
I guess,
left in his
as the
estimate. I
player.
wonder how much
And it's,
Malus, the 16th Colossus, is going to take.
Yeah, but if you weren't sure if you were the hero of the story before this point, I think this is pretty solidly for most people the turning point where you go, oh, am I the bad guy?
Oh
yeah,
dear.
very morally ambiguous.
Yeah,
Until
very
this
morally
point.
ambiguous switching moment in the actual, I would say, overall tone of the game. And hey, the Kyle Thomas, do we have any pets for our good girl?
You know, we sure do. We have one pet waiting for her.
Oh, amazing. And if you want to read out what the message was with that, absolutely.
Sure.
Or if there
And
were
the
a few messages
elusive
in
man
that.
is officially a
here's-
player on the
Here's the
field.
one for $5 from Kate. Says a haiku that I put a lot of effort into. Pets, give pets, give pets, give pets, give pets, give pets, give
Now
pets. Please
the UNC
give
mission
aggro
Hades
pets.
Dogs is now in my
There we go.
journal.
Very well constructed.
The perfect haiku.
And the next like travel to the Colossus is probably the longest one time-wise, so you have
Oh,
quite a lot of
crux, this
time
is
for
where they're
donations
at.
now.
Yeah,
But we'll get to
absolutely.
that.
Ashley gives $25. Says long-time watcher, first-time donator. Let's start a donation train or
done
to
all
pet
this
that
already,
horse.
have I?
Thanks for all you do. Thank
Oh
you
yeah,
so much,
I've been
Ashley.
to the freaking Bostock
I've
system. I know that.
$50 from Hoffer055 says donating on behalf of my wife, whose absolute favorite game is Shadow of the Colossus. Pet that horse. Blink gives $25. Says so happy to see Tic Tac running Shadow of the Colossus. Thank you so much for showing off this great game, and thank you to Tic Tac for all that you do for the entire Team Eco Speedruns community.
Thank you so much.
much
Blake.
love pouring in. I've
Yeah,
got
Blake
one.
is actually
go ahead.
one of the eco runners in the community, so that's just another thing.
What the heck
where
is over
we
here?
run
What,
3
straight
different
east
games,
after that and hit the
hopefully soon
anomaly in
enough
the
a fourth
northeast
one,
sector?
but we're all like interconnected very, very amazingly.
Are these Rachni? I feel like
Yeah,
they're probably
keep going with
Rachni.
the donations.
Sure. Sushi Elemental gives $20 and says, why is Agro so well behaved? Because of Prime Taming, of course. Which is to remind us that if we have Prime Gaming sitting around and haven't used it yet, go ahead and use that
Some
here.
pricks.
And part of those proceeds after taxes will go right to MSF.
And we do still have time for even more donations. Really, this is a long run. This is the
got it.
perfect place to get in more. Yep.
$50 from Aliath says, I love Shadow of the Colossus, and what better way to support the protagonist's bad decisions by making my own good decision? To donate to Doctors Without Borders. Agro is the best, most patient horse. Please pet. Thank you so much for all of these donations. Morgul Blades gives
Just came from the
$25.
Pharaoh's Colony,
Much
and
love
what
to
the
GDQ
heck
and
is going on there?
MSF, donating to a wonderful cause and also the incentive to get Agro all the pets they deserve.
We just hit a high train.
Look at all these
Yes.
prime
Cool beans.
trains coming in too.
Oh
This is
my
great.
gosh. Thank you
Screw the
so much,
minerals.
everyone. That's amazing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Chat is being so cute.
Thank you. Okay, so for that cuteness, there got to be more pets for Agro coming later. And I'm going to go ahead and dive in because I know Tic Tac's going to want to talk during the actual fight. But one thing that Tic Tac and I share and found out the moment that I joined the community, we share the same favorite Colossus, which is the good guard dog boy himself, Zenobia. So Zenobia, I refer to him as Cinnababy, but
Drop
you
him
know,
down low,
that's just
low,
me.
low, low,
So
low,
Zenobia
after we
is
get over
another
this
one of the
mountain.
small boys and very much reminds me of a bulldog. And the area that we're going to get to is absolutely gorgeous. So the way that you would normally defeat this Colossus is he's in this huge town or abandoned city and is guarding it. He's defending it, hence the nickname Good Guard Dog Boy.
Noise.
However, what you essentially do with this abandoned city
right on
is
track.
you lure him into knocking himself into these towers that stand all across the landscape and use each tower knocking over to launch yourself to the next one. So it's very much so a platforming Colossus before you finally mount its back when the armor gets knocked off. Now, there's going to be a lot of that Tic Tac is able to circumvent, and he'll go into the specific strats during the fight because Tic Tac, I'm going to let you talk about this. You optimized a ton of the strats for this fight. Like, the reason it exists as it does today is because of you.
Yep, I didn't
I
find
knew it was
the
going to be a
strats
Turian or
themselves,
Solarian
but
piece.
initially, well, basically there's 2 big speedrun strats for that. And it's actually also a difference if you have watched Church Neo's run, aka Cooperman's run, from 2 years ago now. Time flies. Because that's when the strats were still being developed, but not like implemented by everyone. One of them is the super jump. It's the only glitch in this particular run, which involves clipping into the base of the last pillar, which you have to get to. And the game doesn't like at all when you clip into things. So if I just mash the jump button like crazy,
Bro, I'm gonna need
one
you to
would
do
just
your job
fly.
and turn.
It's not the most consistent thing, but hopefully I can show off an amazing execution of that.
Never would have been
And
able to
the
get up
second
that
strat,
in the
that
original
wacky
version
little
without the
yo
boost.
Found, aka the wacky jump, is one of those strats that was found very late, and then it was found everyone just collectively face pound. And the reason for that is that it feels so obvious once you see it. Basically, they're in the PS4
Balls.
version. They added a couple aesthetics to the back wall, plateaus, so to speak, where you can jump on. And when you jump on them, all of a sudden
You
can
get
jump
around
to a
so
final
much
black
faster
plateau
in this
that you
game.
have to
I
get
love
to
it.
directly. And you can do that even during the cutscene, because you can move during it, which means it's like teleporting to the next objective. There it was almost. I have to just smash a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
People say I'm one of the better mashers, and like
Straight
I'm pretty
south.
good at this strat. But even for me, it can be quite challenging at times because it is inconsistent. But yeah, basically with the wacky jump, it's almost like we're teleporting to the last objective of the fight. If it goes well, it's not the easiest strat. Once again, okay, it won't work. I already messed up the setup for it. Let me
Nice.
see if I can. No, hopefully not die. Oh god. Okay, no, it's all good. Okay, I'll just show what I should have done during the cutscene. I jump here, nice plateaus,
Those
and
Colossus is always
here we
tense
go.
for
You're
me
up
when I
there.
was younger.
And that's a thing that wasn't there in the original game, and that's why everyone was absolutely blind to the strategy. It was found like more than a year after the release of the 2018 version. And
Oh, you think
due
these
to me
people?
knowing about it first,
How
after Wacky told
adorable.
me about it, I was actually able to get the IO world record with it for which actually held for a couple months before the actual good IO runners took over. Shout out to Davara and Upsol, two of our Japanese runners.
Been
which are
through
absolutely amazing at IO.
Voyager,
There are
yeah,
very
and
more,
CM.
way more people. It's fine.
Okay.
This is what happens sometimes when Zenobia. Wow, the meme pillar. We haven't seen that
You,
one in
you
a
are
long time.
you are much calmer than me. When I fall off of this boy, I immediately just stop breathing.
that definitely comes with experience. It's just like one of those things. Oh yeah, I've seen this one.
But you got the
Hard
plan.
notes.
Nice, nice, nice. Well done.
And oh, I've seen that one. Oh, that happened before. Like, I'm probably a person that had the most never happened before moments in this game, which we will get to later during the last Colossus. Ruby will explain it beautifully, I'm sure.
More than happy to.
But the good thing is now I'm almost never stressed out, even with hard mode being the way it is. Unless it's Pelagia. Pelagia is stressful, but there we go.
Nice. Good old GG's on Zenobia there, too, man.
Very, very well done.
Yeah, definitely, I think calling off Colossi, especially the smaller ones, is something that just experience kind of prepares you for
Makes
it.
the dream work,
While it's
baby.
not optimal, it's for sure something you kind of just learn to deal with, and it makes you panic way less. Just with
Goodbye.
how many times it can happen.
Goodbye, my sweet boy.
Good night, sweet prince. But yeah,
For now.
you okay there, baby? Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Listen, I have to do this regularly too. It's just always that. But Kyle Thomas, I think we're gonna give some love to Agro on behalf of Zenobia. So, do we have any pets?
We absolutely do. Chat has come
Yes.
through with 3 more pets for Agro.
Yes, there we go.
Amazing.
We're up to 34, which means we've got 11 left for Agro. Let's try to get there.
Amazing.
And about that, actually, the last chance you get to pet the horse is after this
Ah.
Colossus. So you
Oh, I
better get
bypassed
all
you
the
so quickly
donations
and
you still
easily.
have left in, so you can get the max amount of pets right now. This is the last chance. Go for it.
Thank God.
And Foxy, I'm gonna leave this fight to you. So,
Sure,
go
I
for
mean-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a similar run up to Argus, which is the next Colossus. So if there are a few donations, feel free to rattle those off, and then we'll take over from there.
You got here just in time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not so fast.
So we've got a nice poem from Hollis, aka Goose, for $25. They say, "By our side as we run along, Agro dear has done no wrong. Her effort and love we shan't forget. let us give the horse a pet. Thank you so much for that
Beautiful.
beautiful poem.
Wow,
you,
that was
Goose.
actually was such a really well done poem. I like claps for that. Thank you.
If that's the Goose I'm thinking, he's actually an infamous speedrunner, so definitely give his page a look too.
Everything was going fine until a few days ago.
We've got $10 from Wolfie. Says, I bonded with my father by reading him the strategy guide while he played the OG on his PS2. So the remake is a love letter to my childhood. Pet the horse, she deserves it. Thank you so much, that's very sweet.
Oh no, wait. We forgot the pets. We'll have to do them next time.
Okay, well, we'll store up
Wait.
3 pets.
Okay, amazing.
Good. I forgot the pets. Oh, I'm very sorry about that. Actually, let's just do them now.
Good luck for the fight.
Quick little pit stop. Nothing wrong with that.
It's a
One,
very important pit stop,
Yes.
listen.
Yes.
2, 3. I'm very
There we
sorry
go.
about that. Sometimes the muscle memory and autopilot kicks in when it comes, especially to the routing towards the colossi. But there we
Oh,
go.
it's definitely the same way. We added a new category extension recently called Any Percent Intended. So it's basically doing the strats that the designers, quote unquote, intended for you to use. But I feel like I've seen every single one of us who have tried that category just at some point go into muscle memory and then be like, wait, I'm not allowed to do that. Crap.
Oh no, I launched. Oopsie.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're too good at the game and then forget. Oops.
Certainly. Yeah, I think we've got time for at least 2 more donations, and then I can
Yeah, absolutely.
bring it home.
Alfred Bernard gives $25 and they say, have to donate during one of my favorite games, Shadow of the Colossus, to help transform this already amazing any percent run into an even better pet percent run. Pet, that
Yeah,
horse.
I'd like to kill those soldiers
so
for
much.
her audacity of trying
And
to
Ikasama
threaten
gives
me.
$10 and they say, I didn't even
But
know
whatever.
you could pet Agro. Please, more pets to make up for all the ones I didn't know I could give her. Thank you so much for your generosity.
There's actually a funny story to that Ruby can tell if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah, I sure can. So
Yahtzee!
I
Go to the
actually
Yahtzee
ran this
system.
at the Fleet Fatales for Games Done Quick, specifically the category any percent normal, which hadn't been done before that at any Games Done Quick event. So I was really
I
excited
forgot
to
the
bring
rest
it
of
to
the chain
people.
already.
And out of all the years I
Voyager.
have played this game,
Voyager cluster.
and all the love I have poured into it, all the speed runs,
Oh, he's at 15
it wasn't
already.
until
That
I was in
quick.
the middle of the GDQ run that my commentator, Usurpering, so that amazing Last Guardian speedrunner we mentioned before, she said, oh, and you can pet the horse. And the look of shock that took over my face when I discovered that, I had no idea before. And I straight up paused the run at one point and was like, no, I'm sorry. I have to do this for the first time. It's happening right now. And oh God, it was just such a pure moment. So yes, I actually didn't know until I was running at GDQ that I could pet that horse.
Yeah, that's it was a shock to me as well, considering our platinum runs that Tic Tac and I have both done. But I guess to get into the Colossus real quick, we're going to be doing a very similar trick actually to Bassaran. But before that, we get a nice little, I don't call it a glitch, but we get to just wedge wander into Argus's hand to do a couple stabs
Oh, you
onto
can stab
the
his hand
sigil.
wound without
So we
hitting the
basically
elbow?
skip an entire portion of the puzzle where there would be a minor sigil on the top of the arm that causes Argus to drop the sword. And from here,
Thanks,
we're
camera. Wow.
yeah, oh wow, that was an interesting drop. But yeah. But yeah, so that's very well done.
Let's stay in the low ground.
And we basically
take
just load
care
up
of
this
the
animation
debris
to
before we hit
force
all the research
Argus
facilities.
to give us a spot to
And of course,
at least
ignore the
allow ourselves to
minerals.
sit on while we're
to
waiting
get me
for
nothing
this walk
but
animation
like
to launch. So we'll go ahead and
little bits of money I don't need, and probably a little bit of XP that I won't
Nice,
really
nice,
benefit
nice.
from.
little yoop right
At least
up
I
to the
hope
head.
I won't benefit from.
We're gonna get more stabs in, and then Argus is another Colossus that has an extra added sigil, which I think probably Tic Tac would also agree is one of the more scary ones at the end of the day, just because getting a good grip with Wander is an absolute nightmare, and your stamina management can get very, very scary to make sure that you don't fall off, because Argus is generally a very big reset
Turn
point.
to the
but,
Normandy or turn to the
Especially with
overall.
this chest sigil, the
Yeah.
hitbox
And
is
then
so
continue north
small.
from there.
Yeah, compared to like Avion, it's just it's very tiny, and you have to be
I guarantee
basically
you it's
directly on
faster,
it.
especially
And,
on Series
Trying
X.
to get it is always a nightmare at the end of the day. So, yeah. Should be one more full stab with a slight other. Make sure we're done. Oh, and these walk animations too is really what Ruin is. The fact that Argus can just kind of randomly decide that, you know, I'm just going to keep walking here, bud.
Yeah,
and
go
go on from
there.
there.
You just can't get a grip, so you really do have to do smaller stabs, like whenever you can get them. Nice!
Yep, there we go.
Yes.
Very, very well done.
Good
Awesome.
kill. 15th Colossus is not easy.
Amazing Argus, yes.
All right, so we're going to have to ask at the
You have
last
to bring your A
moment
game to take
that
that
how
guy
many more
down.
pets
He
we
made it
got,
look
'cause
like a joke.
get to that 45.
We are so close to one more here. I'm just waiting for it to tick up. So, oh, there we go. Okay. Actually, it's moving pretty fast. So if you want to talk for just a moment while we teleport back,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Last
keep an
moment.
eye on this.
That last moment, just let the cutscene play a little bit.
Oh,
Oh no.
Turrets?
Yeah. Oh, is something going on? Excuse me.
Some automated
Let the cutscene
defenses.
play here.
That's okay, I
gotta
can
get those
handle
pets.
them.
But yeah, we're coming up on Argus itself is a very heavy reset point and has changed a lot since the very early portions of the game, and it's hard to remember sometimes, I guess, since I've been running it since it came out around the 2018 time of just how much. It's weird how much more consistent it is now, but at the same time, just how crazy it can be at the end of the day. It's another easy tactical death one because there's literally just a cliff right behind Argus, so you know. All right.
Alright,
Yeah,
Cerberus, switch your mate up
Yeah,
2,
before
1.
you get
Okay.
your
What are we at?
organization makeover.
We have a grand total of 36 pets, so let's give her those last two beautiful pets. She has done such an amazing job, and chat, you are awesome for treating her so well.
Yes, thank you so much, chat.
And
we love you, Akro. And now we are headed towards the grand finale of Shadow of the Colossus, the 16th Colossus, Malice. He is an extremely tall boy. He looks gorgeous. We have quite a ways before we actually get there, though, so we won't worry about breaking down that fight quite yet. But I was gonna say, Tic Tac, do you want to talk about how you got into speedrunning this game in the first place?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm one of those speedrunners, one of those rare kind of speedrunners that never actually played the original games initially. So I started out with the PS4 version, and it was basically a friend of mine who was also running the game for a little while, brand new. He basically said, you know what, you have to play this game. It's so amazing. Let's do it. I'll invite you to my house, and then we get a
That's
few
one
moments
of the
so we can play
meteor
through it.
combat
And,
missions on a planet.
Actually, about
in the
that,
Traverse.
initially I loved the game for the most part, but this last fight
Kinda like the
Malice
Geth
was
incursions from
absolute
before.
pain during my casual playthrough, so that's why I left with kind of weird feeling. But later on, he wanted to get into the speedrunning side of it because he was curious, since he actually got kind of good at playing through the game casually, and over any percent hard run as well. And he noticed that there weren't many runs on the board and that he could actually get second place at the time, I think. So he got that. I got curious, also looked into that, and
Oh, I
basically
can't
right
get
after my
overkill because
first
I don't have assault
playthrough, I've
rifle.
been running the game ever since.
You
It
can
was
use the
like
weapons, but you
around
can't get their best
July or
perk unless you
August
have
of
an
2018
appropriate
that
class
that
that
happened.
grants you the
It's an
abilities.
amazing game,
I'd like to
and,
have
The more
overkill.
I play it, the
but
more
I don't.
learn
Oh, well.
to appreciate it for all its beauty, its aesthetics, and game design.
Heck
Truly a
yeah.
masterpiece.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. I feel like all of us has that kind of origin story with how we came to love this game as much as we do. And really quickly, speaking of loving this game, y'all, we have been on an incredible journey with our beloved horse, Agro. I want to give you a heads up. There's going to be a scene
Minimal
coming up
shield
pretty soon
and body
here
damage.
where we are going to lose Agro. It will appear
See if I
that
can
she
knock
has
down my own
died, but I
shields like
promise
this.
you she has not. We do not get to show the credits because that's just 15 minutes of waiting for IGT. So unfortunately, we probably won't get there, but she does come back and she is fine. Just want to put that out there for anyone who may have a thing with animals dying.
Goes for a nice swim.
Yes, he goes for a nice swim.
Does come back. But yeah.
Why am I
Look at
doing
that. We're just having
this?
it.
Just cause I
I
can.
was like, no.
No,
No, thank
I'm out
you.
of here.
180, I'm out. sayonara.
Taking out 50% of my own shields just by
It's definitely a
self-harm.
first time through. It's a breaking moment, and it can kind of cycle whether
repairing.
it's been a good run with aggro, bad run with aggro. But for the most part, we do.
So I got to give you kids a sporting chance.
She is very deserving of all of the pets that we gave her. So again, thank you everybody for donating to that. It's a wonderful cause, and it's a fun thing to do that we usually don't get to appreciate aggro enough. So.
And you
Goodbye.
still
You
couldn't
were
do
so
the
good this one,
job.
girl.
One more. There we go.
Very heartbreaking.
Paint it black.
Again, good to
Aggro
know.
is truly indestructible. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, like we said before, the accidental slashes, you can't hurt her no matter what. So, just there from the beginning, I gave you the
Science
hint.
station. Oh,
There's
aggro
actually
just
a
took the
glitch to
fall.
make aggro fall off
No,
a
he's
cliff,
climbing by
but
hand
that one
to
is
the
very
upper level.
technical, so
Yeah.
basically nothing you can do to make that work.
Yeah.
And even if Colossi hit aggro straight up, pretty much nothing happens. She just gets a bit scared and runs away, but other than that,
Yeah.
nothing too bad.
Do you think we have time for probably like one or two more donations and then break into getting kickback?
Yeah, I'm happy. Yep.
But then I can just straight up get tic-tac.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got so much love for Aggro, and Chad, I'm with you here. We're crying every time she goes off the edge there, but she does come back. We've got $50 from Sunny329. It says, Shadow of the Colossus is my favorite game of all time, so I had to donate. Pet Aggro, all of this wouldn't be possible without a beautiful girl. And Jesse
Amazing.
Lockhart gives $25. Says, I heard we're giving Pet Aggro one of the best friends in gaming, so here's some more pets for best boys. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, y'all. So really quickly, before we get into the description of the fight, I need to explain something called
Oh,
Tic-Tac. We
Ragnai.
say this with love.
It's
We
escalating.
say it
Trust
with
me,
love.
it's Ragnai.
Tic-Tac, as amazing as he is at this game, for some reason this Colossus seems to hate him in a very
Oh
specific
boy, oh
way.
boy, oh boy, oh
So
boy,
there
oh
have
boy.
been many times where he has been on world record pace or great pace, and then something goes wildly wrong. So he'll get thrown across the arena, he'll get stun locked. So sometimes we call that getting tic-tacked. But we are going to have an amazing run here.
God,
And
Buff.
Malice is a really incredible fight because it kind of takes the culminating knowledge that you've gained from all the other Colossus fights and puts it into one. However, rather than having to use these bunkers
sure Kali's
and
got better armor than
barriers
that
like you
equipped
normally
already.
would have to with the Intended, we can actually
Think that.
find specific areas in that battlefield to just...
Ah,
Okay, so
a
what he
little
went
ambitious
for...
there.
Yep, he went for something called a
I
double
know
wall
Ashley
there,
has better
just
gear
to
than
try and
that.
get
The
directly
Phoenix is
under the
not a
Colossus rather
top
than using
tier
any of the
armor set,
tunnels. We call
even
it the
at 9.
pitless strat. And just like that, he is underneath
Pretty
the
sure Garrison's
Colossus,
better
and
than
now
that, too.
it's just a matter
That
of
might be good for
platforming
Liara.
and climbing. Now, normally with this Colossus, there are 5 or 6 different sigils on the mini sigils and weak points on the shoulders, the back, the hands, and you have to do this whole puzzle of getting from one piece to the next to the next. But by shooting an arrow just a little bit earlier and further down on the Colossus, he's actually going to be able to get the attention and the arm of the
there's
Colossus
way
much
better armor
earlier.
here for her.
Then by using some of that physics to our advantage, Tic-Tac's going to be able to fling himself directly to the
Nice,
head
hon.
without having to worry about any of those additional
Ooh,
weak spots.
that's
so
my
he's
girl.
just going to go for that final one here. It's going to look like he's shooting the armpit. Nice. And then by climbing up a little, it just puts him in the perfect place to grab exactly where he wants to on the arm.
Armageddon. That's a powerful one.
Nice. Yeah,
Guard
so
bump.
just using that momentum of the arm fling, and now it's just a matter of getting onto the head. There is a plant for this Colossus that's relatively easy to hit. The problem is the pacing. If you don't pace the stabs in exactly the right timing and pattern, you actually can get thrown out of that plant just because of the particular areas that Wander's model is. It's very strange and very cool. But it looks like we've got a really solid Malice here. Yes!
There we go. Tic-Tac,
Nice!
one last eat for good measure off the cliff?
Well, if you say so, I wouldn't have done that because I lose his time, but sure, I'll try.
Yeah, there's a fun little thing
Aggro
that
falls, we also have to fall.
Yeah, we're gonna follow aggro to the abyss at this point. It's something I've been doing since I've been playing the PS2 version since I was a kid, but not quite.
No.
Maybe
No.
There we go, made it.
Amazing. Also, Tic Tac, this run has been incredible. You are crushing it, dude.
Yes.
Thank
you're
you so much.
absolutely
I'm
killing
very
it.
happy with this run as well. It even glitched out a little there.
Yeah.
Or at the very bottom
that's
of
very
this.
normal, but you can't die in that cutscene, and so you can just kind of yeet yourself off the back edge and up to the bottom of the world, and it's just a fun little thing to show
let's
off.
see if I can get the floaty boy. Sean, give me instructions on this, so if it doesn't work,
It's all right.
I guess it's my fault. I don't think it worked. Sadness.
Nope. So this final section, literally the
I can
way
get
you
2
speedrun
rapid
it is
shots out of that before it
the more you
overheats.
fight with the people who are in
3
this temple, which by
with
the way, if
high
you're wondering
explosive
how we
round
got from
10.
point A
That
of
is the
that
most
fight to point B
powerful
of this scene,
single shot in the
just
game.
play the game. There's
Yeah.
there are
Dude,
not enough
he
words
is
to describe it in
crushing
this short
the
of time
estimate.
span. But we're here. We're the doormen now. Yay! We can shoot fire from our mouths. It's a celebratory gesture in our community. So once he shoots that fire, now he's basically just going to be peaceful and let the people
Wait,
who
he can
are
shoot
on
fire?
the ground,
What?
these warriors, escape.
Holy
That's
crap,
gonna
I did not
activate
know
the
he
final
had that attack.
cutscene, just before we're going to call time. So
Bro, what the
once
heck?
Wanderer turns back into a
I want to go back to my
Wander,
PlayStation and play that so I can
person,
experience that.
and then falls into the pool. You'll see what I mean in a minute. That is when Tic Tac's going to be calling time. So just a
And
heads
of course,
up
the
to the
fastest
people in
way to
charge
get
of that.
through this is just let them escape. Because
Just one
A,
more
it's
fire
inevitable,
because this was a very cool run.
and B, it's inevitable.
Absolutely amazing
So
commentary
just
from
let
you
it,
guys,
let them
and,
run at full speed.
absolutely excited and amazed.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we're happy to be here. We really appreciate you inviting us to be here with you too. So.
Yeah, 100%. We got your back.
So, and I guess as I get to the last little portion
protein
of the
pyramid
game,
nearby.
nothing much can happen anymore. I can start with the shoutouts. So, thank you very much to all of the Team Eco community. You've all been
Science
amazing,
Station.
and it's really changed my life in many, many ways. I'm so happy I started speedrunning this, and no words can describe it, how grateful I am. Time, by the way. Then I want to also give a huge shout out and big thanks to all the people organizing this, including the
Okay,
people at
Boomer.
Tech Check, the sound people, and everyone that was involved. Of course, you too, the Carl Thomas. You did an amazing job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You did it.
Yeah, and if you want to be part of this community, you don't even have to run. Of course, we would love if you did, but you can just follow our events that we organize. We do that pretty frequently. And if you're interested in any of the Team Eco games like The Last Guardian, Eco, or Shadow of the Colossus, definitely make sure to join the community Discord. You're an amazing bunch of people and you will be very welcome. I'll make sure of that. Yeah, and another shout out to all the restreams for the different languages we have. A lot of our community members are actually involved, including Sean and Azam on the French restream, Stocky on the Spanish restream. Also, I've personally been involved in the German restream because one of the languages I speak is German. And also shout outs to the Russian restream. I was born in Russia, I can speak Russian, so I will definitely make sure to watch as many of those
Talk to a dead
restreams
body.
as possible, the VODs of them. Thank you
Despite
so
the
much,
ferocity of the
everyone.
creature he was
It's
sealed
a
in
very
with, there are no
diverse
signs of
community,
trauma
and it
on
really
his
shows.
corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a
So,
different means
yeah,
of
this was
execution.
Shadow of the Colossus. If you two, my commentators, have anything to add shout-out-wise, I'll give you the chance here.
Nephron and the Columbia
just,
system of the Voyager
I mean,
cluster.
I would 100% second the shout outs that he's given. But for personal, thank you so much, Tic Tac, for
I
inviting
can't wait
me
to find
come
Helena
and
Blake
commentate.
and her base
The races,
on the third
whether
set
they
of
be
coordinates and
regular
just
or
kill her and all of her
Colossus,
friends.
have been an utter pleasure. So being here and supporting you during this run was a joy. So thank you so much. And again, to the runners in the Team Eco community, and to the people who are supporting this cause.
And we'll go up the
and
hill
big shout
to
out
grandmother's
to my
house
Crystal
we
crew.
go.
For any of you who are out there, thank you so much for your kindness
And
and
get
support.
Nene on the pyramid.
definitely. I stream on Twitch, but if you give me a follow, definitely give my commentators a follow as well. Ruby and Foxy are amazing streamers, and in many ways more entertaining than I can ever be.
Oh no.
Yes.
You're here for a reason. That's it. But yeah, I guess for me, like Tic Tac and Ruby said, I've been speedrunning this game since about March of 2018, so about a month after it released, and it's crazy like how diverse our community is, and just how I guess a lot of us have just been around for such a long time, and we just haven't let it die yet because we won't let it. To say the least.
Gemini.
And so yeah, we span so many different countries around the world, and we really just really want to show our love for these people and really run through it there. I will give another shout out to Gooberman, who was supposed to do commentary for this but wasn't able to, and again, thank you for letting me kind of hop in and fill in the gaps, I guess, for the most part. But that's really about it for me. So thank you everyone so much again for letting us be here. It's been
the hand system.
Okay.
To show off the game.
Better be careful,
We'll
hand.
be out of here as fast as an asteroid, full speed. But one last thing, what is my
I
final
think
time?
that's the world.
Your final time was 1:41:11.
Nope, it's Mapagon.
Pretty
Level 2
good,
cold
especially
hazard.
considering
It's
the
colder
pets.
than most worlds
Stellar.
you can
I'm
land on.
Very happy.
And there's aggro. Yay.
Heck yes.
Yay.
And by the way, I saw in chat some
Crothu.
people were asking, because we've used our nicknames
Far
a lot,
Crothu,
but
near
we're asking for
Crothu.
our actual gamer tags
Near
if they want to
Crothu,
follow
far
us.
Crothu,
So,
wherever
you
are,
if we want to go
Crothu.
around and say those.
There we go. I don't
it's
need
Tic
matriarch
Tac
writing. I
12
need ID
for me
tags
on
and Turian
Twitch.
insignias. Come on.
It's Ruby Heart on Twitch for
Put a
Ruby and
timeless.
Foxyzilla 54.
Yeah.
I don't need
54.
metal and gas.
And the spelling of my name is
Navigon.
Rubiehart.
Navigon.
So,
Navigon.
yeah, if you want to drop us a follow, we would love to have you hang out.
Okay,
Alrighty,
are we
thank
done
you very
making
much
animal noises?
for the
Let's get down
opportunity
there
to show
and
it
take
from-
care of business.
Thank you.
I like this balanced party. I'm also having fun with this high explosive round sniper that's got such good weapon heat dampening. I can freaking get 3 shots out
Thank
before
you
overheat
so much,
without
Ruby,
waiting.
Foxy, and of
Kirby,
course,
Nightmare
Tic-Tac
in
for that
Dreamland
amazing
up
Shadow
next.
of the Colossus
Kirby's
run.
Dream
All
Collection.
those pets were so well deserved.
That estimate that
Argo.
brings
Thank you so
that's
much
like
to
an
chat
hour and 5
for
minutes
raising
total
all that money
gameplay
for those
estimate,
pets.
but there's
What
stuff
a
in
wonderful
between. The Super
community.
Mario
Can we get a
Odyssey
big
is shy
wall
of
of
2
love
hours,
for our runner and that
and then the
couch. They
daily
were
recap
so
for Monday,
fantastic.
and then Paper Mario
Had
will
some
be up next.
wonderful, loving comments coming in there at the
All right,
end.
let's get the map from
including this
Mapagon
one
real
for
quick.
$100 from Pedro. Says, I already used my Prime Gaming, but that horsey needed petting. Thanks to Tic Tac for a great run and to the great commentary from the couch. And $25 from C. Jitsall Good.
Okay, so
Shout out to Tic Tac and all of the commentators.
Something
the
up
entire
here.
Team Eco community is so lovely. Y'all
and
deserve
some
this
just east
moment.
of this mineral
Thank you all so
deposit,
much
and then
for
these
those
two.
wonderful
Of course,
donations.
the
We will be
minerals
right
can
back
screw
after
off.
these messages.
It's in a valley, so let's go see what's up. Is this? Oh, it's ocremix.org by Juan Medrano, Kirby Superstar OC Remix. Dang. Supposed to be elements. Alright, got a heat seal in here. Let's drop back to the DZ. then we will head directly south. We will head at my 6 o'clock exactly. Will take me right to the debris. Oh, we wanna get over this mountain ridge first. Probably around it should be a bit faster.
Welcome back, everyone, to Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch. I am the
I
Kyle
can't wait till
Thomas, and I am
AGDQ
still on an
2022.
emotional roller coaster from
It's
Shadow of the
probably
Colossus.
going to
That
be
game
back
is
in
just so
person. Let's
gorgeous.
hope. You know what? I'm not going to
tells
count
such a
on it.
wonderful
I'm going to
story.
count on
And
AGDQ
we have so much
2022
love
also being
in the
remote.
donations here.
But we'll
I'm
see.
gonna go through a couple
SGDQ
of them.
22 should
We've
be
got
most
$100
likely
from Anna
back
Jack
in
that says,
person.
greetings from Germany.
We
Greetings to you, Anna Jack.
should
So
have
good to
like
have
pretty
you
much
here.
all current permutations of COVID under our
We've
control.
got Jetboy the Mage giving $25. Says, thanks for keeping GDQ alive in these pandemic times. Thank you so much. And that is such a great reminder. Thanks to all the tech people, everyone behind the scenes making this possible. It is just such a wonderful feat to be able to continue to bring these things to everyone. $25
Keep
anonymous donation
overcomplicating
with a
things to get
smiley face.
impatient. I should stop that.
Bring a little smiley face to me. Thank you so much. And we had an anonymous $500 donation. No message, but thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. And all of these donations
Straight
are in
east.
support
Let's
of
go.
Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders is an international
Governor
medical
Al-Qaeda and get off
humanitarian
this
aid
planet.
organization that works in over 70 countries around the world, providing life-saving medical humanitarian care and
banana
speaking
bread
out
pudding, that
speaking
sounds
out about what they see in those
and
areas.
delicious.
Their work aids people based solely on need, irrespective of race, religion, gender, or political affiliation. MSF relies mainly on the generosity of individual donors, with over 90% of MSF's income coming from private donors giving small amounts. And that is every single one of you. You contribute 90% of their funds. That is just so fantastic. And that is going to wrap it up for me. It has been an absolute honor to be hosting for you again. I am the Kyle Thomas. Stick around for more wonderful games. I will be back later in the week for a little more hosting. We are just getting this marathon started, and I'm going to send it over to Sent and Mr. Game & Shout to talk about all the wonderful prizes that are part of this marathon.
All right, Shout. All right, Shout. I get it.
Alright.
You want to do some prizes yourself. I understand that. You know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. But before you really get into
Always
it,
a good
you
time with
gotta
these guys.
understand some
I like
things about
homeboy on the
prizes.
left. I forget
They're
his name,
everywhere.
but he's
you
really
gotta
cool.
keep an eye out, Shout. I'm telling you.
I mean, everywhere.
I mean, literally everywhere. Like, if you want to snack,
Oh, good
I got,
bloody
I
grief,
got
it's
some
up on top.
crackers, I
Oh,
got
yeah.
some chips.
It is
I
a
got some
tactical
cookies.
advantage
You want some of these?
position, though,
Yeah, well, you
so-
know what? You can't have any of these because
Why?
these aren't snacks. These are prizes. Come on, Shout.
There's where,
You got to keep up. I'm telling you, there are prizes everywhere. Like, you know, these beautiful cave story paintings from Blinn. You get the full set. You get Curly. You get Quote. And, of course, you get their Nemesis Balrog. Altogether, $15 minimum donation. They're a cute set. And they have some special little Mamiga doodles on the back of them. You can't see those. You'll see those if you win them. They're pretty cool. And they're signed by the artist, actually.
that's actually adorable.
Yeah, I just noticed them. I'm going to
Yeah,
be
no,
honest.
that's actually
They're super cool. They're adorable.
They've
Huge fan of that.
appropriated
Thank you so much
Alliance
for
heavy
Glenn for
turrets.
sending those out. Now, like I'm telling you, Shout, there are prizes everywhere and snacks everywhere that shouldn't be on this couch anymore. Come on, like
Okay, so
this
wait a minute.
monitor box?
Yeah, there's a monitor in the monitor box. You put monitors in the monitor
Ugh.
box.
Why would there be a monitor in the monitor box? We don't have monitors in the monitor box. We have prizes. Prizes like this
Ugh,
absolutely
why am I yawning? I'm not
adorable slice of your
remotely
life
tired. Dude,
drawing
it's
from
only
Puzzle
4
Bee. It's a
p.m. and I
$15
got plenty
minimum
of sleep.
donation.
Oh,
It was
Kirby,
upside
I
down.
love it.
Now it's right side up. It doesn't matter what direction you like to cook because Kirby is all about that. And that's a super cute drawing. You
I
know?
love the glitter for like the salt.
Oh yeah, no. Like Puzzle P always incorporates glitter into the projects in such a great way. I love the doodles. That's my favorite part
Oh,
about
yeah.
all of P's art. Like every single art piece
Like
has
it
the
looks like
doodles.
white space. It is not.
It's not white space. It really is. And like if you look at it really close, you can see all kinds of like secret little words doodled in there. Yeah, like carrot.
Yeah.
It's like a whole word find and an art piece. It's super cool. It's a $15 minimum donation. Thank you so much, P, for sending it out. It's great. But you know what? That's not the only prize in here,
There's
Shao.
more than one prize.
Yeah, there's prizes everywhere. I keep telling you this. We got prizes like
Sorry,
this
they are.
absolutely beautiful perler art of Quote and Curly and Balrog sent to us by Professor Caton. Like,
Oh, they
look
used
at it.
dancing
It's
on
so
me.
cool.
Dang
It's a
it.
$25 minimum donation. I believe $20 minimum donation, actually. There we go. We got it on screen. Look at it. It's adorable. It's the ending scene of them flying through the night sky. How could you not like this, Shout? It's so
Beautiful.
good.
I love it.
It's so good. And to think it was in that box. That is where the prizes are. I'm telling you.
Okay,
You gotta...
so, all right, so we got prizes in boxes. I can keep up with that.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Okay.
All right. Here's an easy one, Shout.
Yeah, what?
This sandbag, right?
It's full of sand.
Well, yeah,
It
that-
holds the lights.
No, it doesn't hold the lights, Shout. It holds the prizes. That's what this
What?
is all about. Yeah, we open this up right here, and we have even more prizes, like these absolutely beautiful Kirby Joy-Con covers from Marlo Dobe. Like, look at them. They're so adorable. You got stars. You got your favorite little Poyo on them. They're only a $10 minimum donation to get into. How could you not
That's
be interested in these?
That is $10 is good.
That's $10, and you could win a completely custom Joy-Con cover for your Switch. How could you not?
Just
love
listen
it?
to that.
It's absolutely adorable.
Boom.
Marlo's color palette. always comes out
Dude,
with
this
games.
seems pretty much a Black Widow.
Thank you so much, Marlo. Now,
3
even,
shots.
Even in the heavy duty
Super
section,
heavy,
that's
yeah. This is
important.
the Mass Effect 1
I got
variant of the
sandbags,
Black
I got
Widow
some open
sniper
boxes,
rifle
like,
from
whatever.
Mass
Of
Effect 3.
course, it's got prizes in there.
Yeah, I mean, that's where, well, I guess now that's where they,
How about this Rode audio case? What do you think is in here? You think we got microphones? You think we got audio equipment?
well, these headsets don't move themselves.
Well, you think incorrectly, because you know what? We got
It
more
is gamma
prizes.
Ds.
How did the, but
These nuts.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's where the prizes go, Shout. This is what the lesson
Hades
is all about.
nuts.
Prizes like this absolutely amazing crocheted
I'm
Mario
funny.
blanket from Bailey's
Woo!
Creations. I'm probably gonna have to stand up to show this thing off because it's so massive.
you got this.
Hold that up with me, Shout.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, look at this thing. It's so cool. It is a hand-knitted crocheted blanket, $25 minimum donation, every square filled with a
These
ton
nuts.
of beautiful stitches. It's absolutely adorable, and you know what? It's pretty warm too. It's a comfy
Shade
place.
Mario blanket. Heck
It's,
yeah.
it's a little cold in here. We got a lot of computer equipment. We got to keep it
Yeah,
cool.
no, yeah.
Drop
I'm
and
going to stay warm under
Tar.
this blanket.
That's a plan. So,
Jotaro.
prizes can be,
They can be anywhere.
Jojo.
You know what?
Ugh.
I've
Dang it,
got
Metal,
so many
I don't need
prizes
you.
just hidden around the office right now. Why don't you go and bring one
Clemson.
back?
Called it.
And when you can do that,
Another
I
cold
think you'll
planet.
be
What a
ready.
I
shock.
got this.
All right.
I got this.
You,
Okay.
you do that.
Risha, that's a
Well,
very
Shout goes
cool
off
planet.
and does that.
Yeah, it's one
There
more
are plenty
training
more
insignia
prizes
to
that I
go.
definitely want to tell all of you about, and they are certainly
Dude.
some amazing prizes. Now, from Doikum, we have this
When exposed to
absolutely
sunlight,
beautiful
Bremar's ammonia
jet
can melt,
perler.
forming equatorial
This
seas
is
of
Jet
toxic
from
chemical.
Kirby Superstar.
This has allowed
Could you not
profusion
love
of
this?
simple
This is a
fungus and lichens
perler.
to evolve
This is
into
a
low
beautiful
energy
singular
environment.
piece
A
of
byproduct of their
perler
metabolism
beads
causes
in
them
the
to
exact
glow
shape
very
and
faintly.
shading of Jet
While the
from
light of
Kirby
an
Superstar.
individual is
It's just-
insignificant,
it's
large
so
patches seem to
identical.
reinforce the
There's
light of
nothing more
one
I can
another
say
and
about
are
it than
visible
it
from
is what it
space.
is. That's
That
how you know
is
a perler
cool.
is excellent. Thank you so much to Doikum for setting it up.
That
$20
is
minimum
dope.
donation. Again, from now until the end of Kirby's Dream Collection. All the prizes that we're talking about are until the end of Kirby's Dream Collection. From Phoebe J, we have this adorable King on a Hot Tin Roof poster. Like,
That's
come on,
by
how
far
could- how
one of
can
the
you not
coolest
love
planets in the
I
entire
saw
game.
this. I saw this in my inbox.
Hanging on a
I
hot
got an email
tin
about
roof.
this, and I
Nice.
just broke out laughing. Like I was like, yes, we have to have this for the event. This is hilarious. It's great. It's only a $5 minimum donation, but come on, King on a Hot Tin Roof, starring DDD and Gordo with Waddle Dee. How could you not love it?
Oh,
Thank you so much for sending
what's
it
his
out.
name? Israel, right?
$5
From
minimum
Gameology.
donation. There are just
Experts
so
React.
many
He's
amazing prizes
he's
that
a
you can
army
win. And
ranger.
hopefully,
He's a gamer
Chuck's
too.
brought one
He's
back.
live right now.
What would
That's
you get,
cool. I
Chuck?
might have to go check in on his stream.
Maybe put the
We're
microphone
gonna
on
have
so
to
they can
post
hear
time.
you.
microphone would be
Cerberus, aren't
helpful.
we?
Okay. I got it.
Liara,
Okay,
Garrus.
but no, like, listen, like,
What am
this
alone?
is clearly hollow.
Right?
There is clearly a prize hiding in the water.
I
Shout.
think I
Yeah.
need to
That is
take
not
a quick
prize.
break.
That is a citrus. You gotta think, Shout.
Uh,
That is not a
Cleansol,
prize.
let's get the map
I
up
have
also.
no idea, but I'm going to go with it and pretend that no one will call me out on it. It's delicious, however, it is not a prize. So you know what? That's all right. We'll try again later.
Everything
I'm sure you've got
noteworthy
this.
is
The
grouped
watermelon,
up together,
not a
so let's
prize,
just
though
go
it is very
hit
good.
those
We're
4
going to do that
objectives
later.
and that'll be it.
But you know what is a prize, Shout?
Yeah.
We have an absolutely beautiful quilt from Kestrel Mashad. I think
do.
you've seen it. It's
Yes.
called My Friend in the Setting Sun.
Yes. No.
I want you to give your opinions on it. Give us a little shout out about it.
No, I absolutely love it, and I want to thank What is, I can't read you.
Kestrel Mashal.
Kestrel Mashad.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you, Kestrel Mashad, for sending that in. Beautiful scene, beautiful framing. Kirby riding off into the sunset, or, well, basically stopped at a cliff into the sunset.
Right.
With the ship crashing down into the ocean. It's wonderfully framed. It's a great composition. It is art that is
This
also
is far more beautiful.
and can keep you warm.
Because the
too
weather's
are in
clear.
a cold
And that
semi-basement
planet
area
looks
filled with
awesome.
It's
The
definitely
moon,
more
whatever
of
it
a
is.
decorative blanket, but it's cool. It's like 17 inches or so by about 28, I believe, are the dimensions. The exact dimensions are available if you go over to GamesDoneQuick.com. Check out the website on the tracker. You can also see a picture of the full blanket instead of the cropped one we have on the layout. It is incredible. Like Shout mentioned, it's Kirby sitting on the wheelie rider, looking over the orange ocean sunset as Meta Knight's ship kind of crashes into it. It's just such an iconic scene from Kirby Superstar, and it's so cool to see a rendition in a blanket. Like,
Yeah.
you get so much depth of color in it too. There are so many beautiful oranges and yellows, and it's just all blended so well. You gotta take a look at it, and you gotta donate $35 from now until the end of Kirby's Dream Collection, which is coming up pretty soon.
Bazinga.
If you want a chance to win that. Again, huge shout-outs to Kestrel Mashad for sending that out to us. Now, Shout, if we're talking prizes, we gotta talk about our grand prizes just a little bit, right? We do?
We do. And we have two of them.
We have two great ones. Both of them are a $250 cumulative donation throughout the marathon. So that means you're going to have to donate $250 throughout this whole week in any, subset that you would like to. But hey, $50 today is going to get you entered into a bunch of cool stuff. $50 tomorrow, $50 the next day. Before you know it, you are entered into both of these amazing grand prizes. Chat, you want to talk about our Heroic Replica prize?
Sure. So Heroic Replicas is stepping up once again. $250 cumulative donation. You get your choice of a custom replica.
Okay, I will be right back. I have to go
There's a full list
AFK.
of
I
options to choose from
need
on the
to
list.
just take a break, use the restroom real quick, and grab a quick bite. I shall be back shortly.
Ooh, look at this graph.
Look at this graph.
Look
He
at
said
this
the
graph.
thing.
Yeah, if that's my gold sound. You can't hear it, but
I have returned.
you're also gonna see a sliding.
Now
edge.
we
no,
got
I got
Kirby,
that.
Nightmare and
This happened
Dreamland.
earlier in my practice.
Released in 2002 for the
Okay.
GBA. Nice.
I just got to take the damage boost.
That wasn't great. Yeah, if you don't take the damage boost, you lose 5 seconds. If you take the damage boost, you know, don't lose that much, but it's still really not fun. And you do want your health, because this boss fight coming, or this mini boss
Life
fight coming
pack.
up can be a little tricky.
Crime does
Poppy
pay
Road,
if you're the
I'm
one
very
ridding the
anxious.
world of
That was
it.
an unfortunate dash attack.
I mean,
Pop Bro there
look
is,
at those fat
the
stacks
double
of money
Pop
in the
Bros
bottom
there is-
right.
I think it's a
Ooh,
little bit
10
easier on
million
Batman, 'cause
credits.
You can kind of swing your sword then a lot of time, and then the parents are pretty set, so we can, like, they'll do it randomly, but not like hard to deal with or anything, so it should be fine usually.
Yeah.
A lot harder on the Kirby run, I'd say.
Yeah, there are. That was a very.
I can
especially
respect
Zuko
any
being
creature that can
but,
tank a sniper shot like
was a
that
very
directly to the
unfortunate,
head.
Poppy Road effect
Like,
on 6 seconds.
holy
Didn't die, didn't hit
mackerel
anyone else.
only.
So I do have to be careful here.
Holy mony
So we actually
mony.
take bottom path there, and usually this is the only time you take the bottom path in 4-3. And luckily for me, and actually probably both of us, there's health right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be
just,
overjoyed,
like,
alright.
You'll get a little bit of health back before heading up into the next gauntlet.
I'm only
of
2/3 of the way
4, 4, 5, 4,
overjoyed.
6, which are very tricky levels. Because you don't get
There
health
will never be a
foreshadowing,
time where I'm not surprised by
foreshadowing.
how much knockback you take
Oh, you take so much
in
knockback.
Meta Nightmare. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Meta Nightmare
Oh,
goes
yeah.
flying.
Yeah. Another move we'll be doing a lot that we really haven't mentioned is the down stab. If you're in air or in water, actually, you can stab a lot, or you can stab and you do like a Mario ground pound. You go like flying downwards.
You also cancel it too by pressing D, like, after a little
yes, and that'll
Yeah,
be really important.
That's the best Vin
that'll
Diesel
be really
gaming
fun.
meme I've
Jumping up
seen
above
yet.
it just so they have enough time to.
Oh, well,
before they-
okay, F you too.
I didn't hit the B button. I only have 1 health, so this could be really dangerous, especially because Fanfan here is a very, very luck dependent mini boss.
Yeah, Fan's always going to be the scariest mini boss that can be on screen.
Always.
Yes, very true.
pattern,
Alright,
though.
that was a
Wait till we get to
pretty clean
7-2.
Fanfan. Oh my god. But I only have 1 health for the next level. The next level I think is my least favorite level in the run, 4-5. It is
Very tricky.
so bad. If whoever designed this game did not do a good job designing it for
They don't insult
Meta
them,
Knight,
it's fine. It's fine, dude.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
They
fine.
definitely.
My favorite level, so.
I actually, yeah, I agree. I actually really like 4-5, but honestly, with a lot of things
I'm at
that
1 health
exist
too.
in Meta Nightmare, it's very clear that they made Meta Nightmare as an afterthought and didn't really put a lot of thought into the actual level design and what they could change. Because there are things exclusive to Kirby mode that you can grab that you cannot grab as Meta Knight. A couple examples would include optional 1-ups.
Yeah.
5-4, I'm looking at you.
Yep, there's
This
1-5-4.
makes
That's
me wanna cry.
in the wall, and we can't do anything about it.
Alright, so if I
Alright,
had
we'll just
full
redo
health
it.
here, I died!
Oh, ouch. That's gotta hurt. I'll feel
That
that
was-
one in the morning.
I guess he didn't quite get to the wall.
You
in time.
tool.
Yeah.
Alright,
that's
I played
fine.
arena
Do that
safely, but I'm still alive. Might die in this room though.
That sucks. Oh, it's like 10 seconds there. That's not good. Alright, 4-6.
Okay, that robber I barely avoided. Jeez Louise.
Oh, yeah.
Iso
So
Brano.
that room, the one right after the
That's
arena,
hilarious.
the Bronobirds can
Yep.
fall down. It's randomly, I'm pretty sure. I'm not actually
It is,
entirely
yeah.
sure.
The other
Yeah, it is
like ahead
randomly.
of you, behind you.
If sometimes like the way they're spaced out, it can be really, really hard to react. You're like not able to react. To
Yeah,
it.
Dead
It's
Traveler,
not
sure.
fun.
Yeah.
Alright,
Almost got me, but we're good.
we're done with the Turian insignias. We need
also, I
one
wanna
more
give a shout out
Solarian
to
ID
Sniper
tag
Assault,
to be done
made
with
the
all
4-5
of
strat
the
in Kirby mode.
mementos
Not
and
Meta
such
Nightmare
out in
mode though,
space.
so I actually don't know why I'm shouting him out. But shout out to Sniper.
That's Sniper. You did earlier for
Sniper's a
Kirby
good guy,
Superstar.
yeah.
Yeah, for
He's a good dude.
Yeah, shout out to Nippo who had a great Kirby Superstar run.
Heck
yesterday.
yeah, watch that run. It's good.
Yeah, go watch the VOD. I think it's up on YouTube now.
Fun fact, Kirby, good.
The rock
Very
here is
cute.
entering the Krakow fight. It's probably the single
Humongous
hardest thing
crack.
in the game that isn't luck dependent.
I'm dead. Wait, I have 3 health.
Yeah.
I,
Trying to maintain your hover in the air while avoiding Krakow's
Don't
kind
dodge.
of strange hitbox is quite difficult because you never quite know where it's gonna hit because the tips of his clouds aren't actually hitboxes. It starts like a few pixels inside of it, which is kind of funny.
Ooh,
This is the best one in
clean
the game.
fights. Oh my goodness.
get to the Pepru, go left. Nice. Okay.
And now
Yeah, that
we
was 5-1.
begin the trek
Pretty
into the worst world in the
This
game.
is the worst
I always
stretch.
forget Meta Knight doesn't go through the shortcut.
He doesn't hundo, because you don't need the health. If you don't need the health, it's faster to go through the shortcut.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? I always thought it was faster to just take the long way.
Yeah, same
No.
here.
Speed.
Yeah.
It's because
no.
you can get the pepper. The pepper is like it loses like 0.2, but like
Okay.
Oh, that's nothing then.
if
Okay, fair.
the pepper like makes it worth it. But if you don't need it, then it's faster to go through the shortcut. I somehow didn't hit the B button. Okay, having 2 health here is really not good. You want full health throughout 4-4. Because the next 2 levels are incredibly difficult as Meta Knight. This one, not as much, so the fact that I got hit makes me kind of not happy, but this fight can be a little trolly. Alright, that was a really clean bonkers. And that pig can fall, and be not fun.
One thing that can always be a bit dicey is whenever they kill mini bosses, their corpse stays on screen, and you can actually
Oh my
take
God.
damage if you run into it too quickly. So you'll always have
Oh
to
my
wait a
God.
little bit and either. Just, oh,
Not clean bonkers, but we're good. We're still chilling. We're good.
You'd
We're
think we play it
fine.
safe with the corpses.
Ooh,
I'm
5-3
notoriously.
time for rocks.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the best level in the game, no question.
I'm notorious
it's
for
one
being.
of the hardest in this run, I'd say.
Yeah, no flaws
Oh,
whatsoever.
kind of just ran over
As
him.
Kirby,
Yeah.
it's a lot easier because you actually have wheel
Not-
for
not
like
very
the,
cool
the
jazz
for
of
this
me.
level. But as
Not
well,
very,
you have to go through it all
cash money,
normally.
you
There's
know?
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of enemies there.
Yeah.
Sorry, pal.
And
It
then
is-
we'll
it is
get to the
very
last
clearly
room.
designed
rocks
for wheel.
about to enter is clearly designed for Kirby.
This is.
You
Well,
still
may
want
your
things to just
afterlife
there
be
for Meta Knight,
full
even for
of
Kirby, if you just run
many
across
bugs
those
for
laser
you
enemies
to
you
eat.
get too quickly. And here is arguably the hardest.
Because you're a
Don't die!
Solarian. You're a face spam
Yeah.
amphibian.
Spike
Yeah.
room.
Anyways.
I
don't know
have
what
only
this is
ever
designed
seen like
for.
2 people ever go
Alright,
through that without
Blake,
getting hit.
let's take her out.
And it's
done it a
me
few
twice
times.
yesterday. Me twice yesterday.
I
And
can't
never
do
again.
it myself. I'm hoping to not
Poor
take
said
damage
Fortuna.
until the very
Alright.
end. Like that.
No,
I
this
think
is
I did it
great.
once and
It's
only
really
once. Only once.
The goal
Oh,
was
this is
pretty
really
much to
bad.
get to that third one without taking damage, so that you can, if you do take damage after that, you can just slide down.
Oh, I thought
Please
Rock
do.
was dead there.
I'm really scared right now. I have 0 lives. I have 1 health. If I game over, I have to restart the level.
Yeah, the last.
And this is the
jump that
hardest-
Shasta
this
on
is-
right now is also very difficult
Here
for
you
you
are.
without taking health.
That's another level that, again, is very clearly designed for a specific ability for Kirby. In that case, it would have been burning.
Yeah. Did you get burned right at the beginning of that room?
Alright, please. This
Oh, I
room,
messed- I
this room has
messed
been
up
giving me a
really
lot of trouble
badly.
recently.
That's fine.
My God,
Try that
this.
This one is designed for ball, but I think
Sweet.
Meta Knight actually fares pretty
Don't need
well
it,
here
but
because
sweet.
We're going to give him a little bit of space.
Okay, we're good.
The room long.
We're good. And there's a max pano right here.
Plutonium I
so
definitely
I'm
don't
alive.
need.
Okay.
But hey,
Yeah, you just
cool
saw the
things.
1-up. That you know,
Wantania.
you can't get as Ven Knight.
I remember
So
that.
thanks, devs. Okay.
I think that's 3 deaths, by
Amaranthine.
the way. I took a bad one. I took a, not a horrible
Chilly
one.
world
on
of carbon
area there,
dioxide and
but it was-
nitrogen.
I wanna
Titanium and
prefer, sure.
aluminum oxides are
think
at
I
the
might do as
surface,
well.
with
I
thorium and
honestly
other
cannot
heavy
remember.
metals.
I
Other
mean,
heavy
3,
metals
2,
in the crust.
4, 5, yeah.
Named by the
wait,
human
yeah,
poet
3, 2, 4, 5,
Sophia
I think that's it.
Cabral
Yeah.
during her tour duty aboard the Alliance
Unless
surveyor
I'm forgetting
ship.
one. Did I forget one?
Under the dim light of the red
We'll
dwarf
see.
Fortuna, the
Someone-
surface of this world
someone
was
tell
lit
us
in
later.
rich twilight blues and
We'll
purples,
watch the
even
bot
at
if
midday.
anything.
Alright,
Beautiful.
so right here, fire level, fire line here can be a little trolly, especially his corpse after he's dead. Pretty nice. And I'm gonna be sliding here. Sliding actually gives you a huge burst of acceleration, and it's faster to do them off
Poetry
ledges when
fan
you're
can
not
appreciate
running.
this planet. Let's take her alone.
But that
You
doesn't
too,
happen
Rex.
too often.
Yeah, Meta Knight runs so fast. If you're already at running speed, it's not worth it. But on all those little ledges, the wall stops you every time, so the instant acceleration is really useful.
Mm-hmm. And so that room I just went through looks really scary, and that's because it is.
Okay,
and
we got
favorite
some
does.
mineral deposits
If I destroy at least
nearby
all
that
right
we don't
units,
care
I think you can
for.
just kind of shoot
Yep,
down
all
that
that
entire
matters
like
is
alleyway
these
there, and just go all the and just hit you right at the very end of that room.
Yeah, it's
Engineering
a lot of enemies in this game can
outpost
just
my
snipe you. In 5-3, one of the hotheads can. It's oh, it's talking about it's. This is heavy mole.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
So bosses
to
in
wait-
this game, for some reason,
as you can see.
have their own invincibility timer. It's not consistent. Heavy mold is almost a full second.
Yeah,
It's
you have to
really
wait around a quarter of a century. I think I timed it.
Wait, why am I going this way when my arrow points me
Maybe
that
a
way?
little more.
Yeah.
Depending on what console you're playing on. That's not
25
sure.
years, yeah. I waited my
Yes,
entire
it's
lifetime
something
and
around
stuff.
that.
It's fine.
This frog is on a mission. I probably should have grabbed that one up, but you know what? We're risking it.
Missed like 2
risking it for
slashes
the
heavy
Disney.
ball, unfortunately.
Meta Nightmare
I
race.
missed,
Oh,
like-
of course they're racing. I
Yeah,
thought one
it's
was
still
doing
in
Meta
there.
Knight, one was doing Kirby, but I
This
didn't
room's also
actually
really
look at the
tricky.
left screen and see they're both doing Meta Knight.
When you do it right, it's really fun. But the problem is doing it right. I got hit once. Shouldn't be an issue. You get health in this next. Nice gold. Yeah, that was pretty clean. I got hit once. I don't know how I golded actually. That really doesn't make sense.
Getting it.
But
Yeah, I got a safety 1-up as well and a 6-1 just there.
yeah, I should have gotten it, but
Oh boy.
you know.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Risking it for the
No.
biscuit. You know what? It's paying off so far. He's currently ahead of me by a little bit.
We should have just gone for it. Yeah, but 6-2. I love this level actually. This last room might be my favorite room in the game.
A lot of fun,
Oh.
honestly.
I actually like really.
Well,
like
that
the
was a
feeling
needlessly
except for
complicated detour, and I could
Well, six
already
is
be
great until the
halfway
last
to the
two.
anomaly.
Till the
We'll get
very
to
end of it.
6-6 later, but like, oh my
Oh my
goodness,
God.
I don't like that level.
No, but 6-4, 6-4.
It's
wow.
not the destination, it's
Mostly
the
because-
journey.
mostly
It's like, well, the
because it's
journey,
it's the
the
most generous
destination is
stage.
where all my stuff is at.
Oh my god, yeah, you get. Oh, I forgot. You get 3 1-ups in 6-4.
How
Yeah,
could
and-
you
and-
forget something like that?
Because I don't usually do it, because it loses 0.3.
0.3. Oh no, can't do it.
0.3.
Imagine
Impossible.
being safe in a marathon when you have 0 lives left.
You
Well,
should do
you've
it,
known me
Rox,
for
real
how
talk.
long? Yeah, I'm obviously gonna get it.
I'm giving you tips to beat me right now in this race. You should do it.
Yes, I'm going to get it.
Thank
I
you.
just don't do it in PB attempts when I, usually have more lives than this.
You silly goose.
I am silly. I know it's bad. All right, that was a really good 6-3. This World 6 is actually really clean so far.
Yeah, I really just want to point out how cleanly Rox and Shasta are actually playing.
Nice.
They're doing
okay.
a wonderful, wonderful job.
So I optimally lost 0.3 there.
Yeah, this game, this run, like we said the whole time, is pretty difficult. We're making it look pretty easy. Like, we both have run this game for a while, but
Are
like,
we?
trust me when I say this run in particular is definitely a different beast than just a regular Kirby run.
Are we really making it look easy? So I
So
took a
far,
damage.
yeah.
I took a damage boost there. It wasn't intentional, but it was faster.
Oops, I don't know why that hit me. That was
Yeah.
very sure.
Another Turing insignia.
Alright, so
freaking
6-5 here.
serious.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the max tomato. There's a max tomato at the very top here. It loses a little bit to get more than 0.3, but I am gonna grab it because I like not dying. And
Probably,
I do want.
probably time for donations.
Planet isn't as
Yeah,
pretty
that's chill.
Oh, no,
as
it's
I'm
like
sure
one or
she
so.
thought it looked.
Okay, so we have a $25 donation from Jessica that says, Hiya! I knew this was gonna happen.
That was
We had
great. That was a great
$50
recreation.
donation from Hamstar that says, gotta donate for my favorite pink puffball Kirby. Can I get a resounding Hiya!
Okay, so this room.
Cute.
Oh my god.
This is the most RNG dependent room in the game.
Yeah, this is easily one of the worst.
Every single
I
one
thought
of
you
these
died there.
UFOs has completely random patterns. There's no way to even come close to predicting it.
I'm expecting to
Yeah,
die there. I'm
that was
really at 1
pretty
health.
painful.
If I
If
don't
there
know, there
is
is a
one-
tornado right
Physically
at the end.
thick,
If
Rex.
there is one universal
Physically thick,
run-killing
mentally
room
sick.
in both
Sick with
versions
2
of
C's,
Nightmare
baby,
Before,
that's what I
that would
am.
be the one. UFO room in 6.
Most of my
the
thickness
worst
is in my
room.
guts,
Maybe-
sadly.
I should have jumped.
I
Alright, this
would
is the
like
arena.
it to
This
be
is
in my
my
buddy.
hardest arena on the run. There's ice physics, and
Yeah,
yeah,
ice
there's a lot of Mason Knights.
Alright, Helena.
Alright, first part went pretty cleanly. This is gonna be a pretty slow pattern because I killed the top guy. Which,
I used to call you
oh,
on my
okay,
cell
that's pretty clean.
phone.
2 out in a Meta Knight. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's
It's
go.
the clone battles.
Would
Meta
one of you
Knight's
like to
rough.
explain Meta Knight?
Yeah, so what makes Meta Knight so rough is that he can just randomly block.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so clean.
Oh my god.
Pop
That-
off. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
so I was
Oh my
trying
god.
to explain. Meta Knight will usually block like 1 in maybe every 3 attacks or so. He just didn't block any of Rox's until the very end. That was incredibly lucky.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
Usually, what people will do.
No, I kind of feel like
is
not
start a
killing
fight
her.
when he jumps down. As soon as he jumps, he's actually vulnerable, and he won't block anything until after he lands. So usually people will try to intercept him up there. But that was
Alright,
just
real quick right here.
wonderful luck.
Take it. Intentional death. That is intentional. I do want full health for 7-2.
That puts us at 5 deaths, I think, for Shasta.
Yeah,
I am not
took
Shasta.
a bad death in the
Oh,
arena
Shasta
there.
took a death.
I'm currently at 0 life going to Meta Knight,
Oh,
but
that's
should be
also
fine.
All right, 7-2. This is the most notorious level in any run. It's a mini boss rush with bonkers Fan. Bugsy and Fireline. That
Jeez
bonker's
Louise.
really scary. Not dead, but we're good. Fan can do a bunch of stuff. He jumped and he rolled.
Oh, I
Did
could have
hit
done
him?
you all in so
What
easily.
world did I hit him? Or didn't, or got
All
hit by
right.
him. It doesn't matter. Bugsy, charge.
One hit on Fan's still fine.
I'm really close to him.
Wow,
Oh,
I
I
am
can't
shocked you did
no.
not get hit there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Please don't get hit. Okay.
That
Fireline
grab
can be
there
really
is
scary.
fast as possible grab.
Yeah, I didn't drive down. I'm not hitting him!
You got this.
I got hit by him!
Oh,
no.
he got clawed right
If
in
you
the
don't space
kisser,
the first
right where it
attack
hurts
well,
the most.
Yes, give me a chance to catch up. Yes.
No, don't eat me, you piece of lion. Like, come on.
All right.
Piece of lion.
1 health, or no, 2 health, 1 life going into 7-2. Here we go.
Ah, there's my very inferior, but
On the high
still
tech
nice
laser there.
looking.
Thank you.
And 7 armor.
All right, Fan time. Home for a roll. Nope, not giving to me. That's fine.
All right.
All right.
So,
Done and Dunner.
Thank you. All right, I need a.
Let's hope we find one more ID tag on the way to take out Cerberus.
He's not
This
giving it
one's
to me.
nice, by
Okay.
Columbia,
Ouch, double
Neferon. No. Voyager,
Yeah.
Columbia.
All right, Fireline time. Here we go. It's random what Fireline does here. It scares me every time. I'm gonna
Fireline's
wait
terrifying.
for him. There we go. All right, didn't die in 7-2. That's good. I'm gonna 2 1-ups here, and let's go 7.
Nice. All right, I'm in 7. I'm heading into 7-4 right now. This is one of my least favorite levels. It's the bad Mario Maker level.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah, like look at this. Like, dude, like, come on. Like,
Columbia.
dude, like, okay.
You can do pretty cool stuff in that room with Kirby, but
Absolutely.
You can also do pretty cool stuff in Meta Knight, like not get hit, like somehow. Like I somehow did not get hit.
Sogia.
I did.
if you hadn't said anything,
Hot
I would have
House
thought it was
Terrestrial
completely
World.
choreographed.
It
Like I
was
said,
actually-
Rox, you're killing it right now. You're doing very well. Keep it up. I mean, I'm good. Die more so I can catch up.
Romar,
Yeah.
that was cool.
We'll do.
Proton and Xenon.
7-5 is like
Copper
notoriously my
and
worst level. I die
calcium
there
throughout
every
the
run,
surface.
and I don't know why. It's because I'm
Oh.
that's why.
11 League of
The
One
five is
medallions.
pretty
There's only one
It's
more out
really
there.
just kills
If
me.
the
Yeah.
dozen
We're heading
or
to seven-
less is
yeah,
to be
but this
believed.
first room, it's the boom room. Basically, you'll see why. There's bombs, and there's
Huh.
first off
The
5.
boom
go
room,
up
you'll
here.
see why. There's bombs.
Oh my god, I lived that. Okay.
No.
Stream support. You gotta stream during it.
Huge. They're enormous. Like you can
Samarium.
like eat like an entire IHOP and still get hit by them.
Neferon.
Like they're huge.
A whole eye up.
Wow, that dash
That's a
attack
lot.
on the air.
That was
I haven't seen that
terrifying.
before.
I did not
37
try to do
Celsius.
that. Yeah. So that's the wind tunnel. That
You
can
know,
be
that's
scary.
about our current temperature where
Here,
I'm at.
My movement isn't amazing. I'm getting hit. Okay. My music.
Rex
my
is
movement wasn't
familiar with
amazing,
the
I still
heat.
can get hit.
And
yeah,
Tyler,
we're
let's
heading
bring
into
you along for the
7-6.
lulls.
So 7-6. This is most people's favorite level. It's probably my favorite level.
It's one of mine, yeah.
It's just, you guys ever boot up ye old Game Boy when you're, playing your old video games and you boot up Kirby's Dream Land?
I'll check out
with
this
the,
strat I'm gonna do, by the way, in 7-5 real quick.
Oh, I'm watching.
Oh, I messed it up. Never mind. I was gonna actually just go right between both of those
Some of the best
crap
music
bombs there and
ever.
like not take damage because their hitbox extends not far enough to for me to take damage like between both of them. But I was a little too hasty on that
Alright.
one. Probably because I got hurt.
All
right
on
in
the
room.
east half of the map
get,
are
but it's
mineral
really cool.
deposits
Just stay
with
there.
all the useful
They
stuff
do
on the
that.
left, and then this cratered
Yeah, it's
area
really neat.
over here
That's my one contribution to
has
this run. Let's go.
2 combat points of interest. So let's just head
Maybe I'm
southwest
saying
and
this
take care of
level's
this.
themed after Kirby's Dream Land, the original Kirby game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this game is a
basically,
remake of Kirby's Adventure, of the second Kirby game in the main series. So there's a throwback to the first game in the second game, basically.
Okay.
1 second.
I have a predicament here. I am on
You need
PB
time?
pace.
That's what I
However-
figured.
Ooh, all right.
I have 2 health heading into today, so this is gonna be absolutely
Risk it for the
terrifying.
biscuit. You got this.
I
Do
have
it.
to.
You
I'm in the fight.
Do it and cool.
All right, here we go. So DDD can do a bunch of stuff. He can be annoying, and he can be annoying, and that's about it.
Yeah, so he uses that double slide setup at the start to get his spacing at the start.
This is bad.
Ah,
This is really bad.
DBG got the near
should've died
replicant
there. I
white
died
snow
there!
edition from Square. Lucky.
That's fine.
That's awesome.
That sucks.
Charizard.
Hey, that's okay.
You're
That's
killing
fine.
it, dude.
I
You're
get
totally
to-
killing it. You've been amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna beat me.
Master.
Unless
Again,
you
I
die
really
again.
did
Don't
want
die
to
again.
cut this.
Survive. Toggle helmet. It doesn't happen.
Haven't seen my
7 seconds off PB. 30-31.
Nice. GG.
Nice.
Oh,
GG rocks.
my god. That was a really good run. Well, actually, it sucks, but my PBs were awful, so.
Hey, it was
I love
good.
how
It was
when
very
Rex is
good. Don't say
pissed
it
off
sucks.
on
You're
Vermeer
amazing.
just
Very
before the
good.
confrontation,
Oh
he's
my God.
passing
Very
time
good.
by
But
shooting at
here's
fish.
the thing, people
Little
only know
nearby
it's bad
pond
if
with
you
his
say
gun.
it's bad, so don't do that. It was
That was an
amazing. It
incredible
was
run.
the best run ever of all time.
That was
Best
incredible.
run.
I just
Yes.
wanna,
It's the classic
I just wanna-
speedrunner problem.
It
The
was
more you
exactly.
know the game can be played better, the more you just feel like what you did wasn't enough.
Time soon for me, and
Oh, yeah.
time.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to take time
Nice.
for myself.
DDD has
Yeah,
been
should've done that.
defeated.
GG is all around.
Nice.
Yeah,
GG's.
That was a
30,
insane race.
31, and
What'd you feel on time, Rox?
31:04.
Didn't get time.
30-31.
30-31, that's really good. I got 31:04, so 33 seconds.
So
off.
they were
Yeah,
like
that's
33
super
seconds
close.
behind.
That-
Yeah.
I think I had 5 deaths during the run as well too, so I'll be doing 100 after this. So
Yeah, I think I'll be donating somewhere around that as well.
so Ed read that out.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, wait, what?
Chris will be doing $100 because I died
I was
5
like,
times
oh,
this
that
run.
sounds-
Yeah, read my donation out too.
Oh, wait,
Read ours
yeah, I'll
out.
make sure.
Thank
ID
you.
tag,
Appreciate
ID
it.
tag, ID
I do have one donation I do want to read really quickly before you
Go
guys
for
are
it.
done. There's a $20 donation from
Yes.
CMM. that
They're
says,
all
"Hey,
done. I'm
right
clearing
here.
out the log
I'm
book,
so extremely
100%.
excited to watch you both destroy this game. I know how hard you've both worked, and it's about to pay off. Congrats on your first GDQ run too, Rox. I love you both, and I can't wait to see y'all again."
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Clay. You're the
Thanks so much.
best.
He's got a great voice.
Yeah, Clay has been supporting both of us for like ever.
Is
Yeah,
this
Clay's
a
awesome.
thresher,
Appreciate
ma?
him a lot.
But yeah, real quick, shouts to Shasta for, being
Shouts to
amazing.
Rox.
And, yeah, and helping me,
I want y'all to do me a favor and go follow ROX __ on Twitch right now. This is his first ever DQ run, and I think he absolutely killed it. Like, oh my goodness.
Oh my
My
God,
PB, both our PBs recently were 30-25 for a little
yeah,
bit.
we had them tied.
We both, and like he got like I think 6 seconds off of that, right? Like off of that, like our former PB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My new PB is 30-24, so it was 7 seconds off of it.
Yeah, please
But-
go follow him right now. He is very good. I want to get more of an audience in general on Twitch. Absolutely, just go do that right now.
I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, and make
Heck
sure
yeah,
if
dude.
you're not following Shasta, the absolute legend of
Rox
all
and
things
Mr.
everything,
Shasta.
Kirby especially, Mr. Shasta. It's right there on the screen. Just
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
and make
fun
sure
fact, by the way, for you. This is my 3rd time writing Kirby 9
Yeah, I'll do that.
in GEQ. It's been a different category every single time.
This is true. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. I like this game a lot, if you couldn't tell. It's a very fun speed game. And if you're interested in
is
picking
a
up this
great
game, go to speedrun.com/KNIDL. On there as well, on there are guides for this game. And I'm not sure if it was my Nightmare guide at all, but there are at
Mr.
least like guides for Kirby and just in general just for this game. Check it out. Also, join the Discord linked on that page as well.
Please join the Discord.
Yeah, please join the Kirby
Discord.
Speedrun Discord. It's on every
I just want to shout out.
It's on every single Kirby
on everything.
Speedrun page in general on speedrun.com.
Nice.
Please join it.
Yeah,
We're a very
and-
friendly community and always looking for new runners.
Absolutely, they're like it's like the friendliest people in the world. Like if you like, it's like it's friendly.
I've been a part of it for
anyway,
7 years now. I've not gotten tired
Yeah.
of anyone here.
But like real quick, I want to do some rapid fire shout outs. I
Go
want
for
to
it.
shout out first off Quill and Mars for commentating this run.
Heck yeah.
Absolute incredible people. I want to shout out the entire DGen squad who's been really like my internet best friend group for like the past.
That's my
3 years
fastest
now, running
thresher,
this
ma.
game, which is Sniper SR,
Like
Music
ever.
Cocoon, Thomas, DGen Mode, Chooch, and yeah, Chooch3 and Jagger47. They have been like my rocks and like supporting me like throughout the entirety of my Niddle speedrunning career. They're what like made this like possible for me. They are, yeah. Go check them out.
There's a nice
I wanna
little
shout out
zigzag
Darksol,
ramp I
Roiner,
can
Tracy,
ascend.
Nippo, Dark Fieldo, everyone. SK, Soldier Kirby.
Shouts to Nacho as well too.
Nacho,
Reaching
yeah.
up this game in general. Also on Krillin Spanish restream. You're really
And yeah, just shouts to everyone.
I
Make
like
sure you guys
these
stick
guys.
around because we're not. Well, yeah, Kirby's not going anywhere. Next up, we got Dark Soul 188 running Kirby's Dream Collection Special Edition, all challenges. It's gonna be a great run. You're not gonna want to miss it. Make sure you follow me, Twitch.tv/rocks_,
Absolutely.
if you're
Please
watching.
do that.
Please, without the underscore, I would love you forever. Please follow Shasta. He's amazing. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.
Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for watching the race. Hope you all enjoyed.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
I missed Rox's full Twitch name.
Wow, what a race. That was so good. I'm going to read a couple donations that I didn't get to read because they were just killing it in that race. So we have a $10 donation from Kiros that says, oh boy, it's Kirby time. And then we have a $50 donation from Eagle. It has an actual exclamation point. It says, I have at least 10 Kirby's on my desk as I donate this. He is so cute. Good luck to the Kirby speedrunners and everyone taking part in the event.
Go, go, go!
Requiem SL, thank you so much for your $100 donation that says tuning in for the Kirby double feature. Nightmare and Dreamland happens to be both mine and my partner's favorite game growing up. Great job to the participants and staff for putting on a wild show for a great cause. We also have a $10 donation from Let's Hoot. I don't know if I pronounced that right, and I'm so sorry if I did. Always have time for GDQ. We have it on 24/7 in this household from the moment it starts. Looking forward to seeing some Kirby runs today. Hiya! Hiya! Hi!
My favorite emote in Smash Bros. When he just goes to the camera.
Don't go too far away though. But if you need to, get some water, get some snacks, and get comfortable. And we'll be right back.
She's still.
Weeb.
Yeah, she's gonna.
What a scrub lord. I can't wait to talk to the elusive man about this in 2 years. Cautiously press a few buttons, and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can to your hard suit's internal computer. Its memory wiped, the computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. Suck my dick, Cerberus! Dr. Salion and Vermeer. I kind of just want to get this over with. But no, I am not ending this yet. I will start Vermeer, but we will conclude Vermeer and the game on the next stream. I'm not over it. I'm not done yet, though.
Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch. And we are now going to head this over to our interview with Kavu and Jacob. Take it away.
Alright, for the fun of it, let's go
As
hit these
Edo
debris.
said, this is Summer Games Done Quick Online 2021. I am Kung Fu Fruit Cup, and I am joined by the awesome Jacob, who's getting ready to do his Paper Mario Stop and Swap run. How's it going, Jacob?
It's going all right. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm very busy today, but it's been super fun. So,
Sounds about right.
I wanted to, for the audience's benefit, I wanted to ask if you could do like a really quick, like explain like I'm 5 version of what we're about to see.
Sure. So we're going to do.
We got one more Kirby game
a
before
glitch called
Paper Mario.
Arbitrary code execution in Paper Mario, but we can't actually do that with just Paper Mario. We need a little bit of help actually from Ocarina of Time. If you know about Stop and Swap from Banjo-Kazooie, we're basically going to be doing the same thing. We're going to store some code on the N64 expansion pack. We're going to switch to Paper Mario, and then we're going to do a new glitch that helps us execute that code and do a credits warp. It's a pretty insane run.
Yeah, I love seeing that like the thing that was developed for a different series on the N64 entirely has been used with suddenly like 2 random games at once. Like, so there's some of my favorites. Actually,
So
all
cool.
4 of them are some of my favorites.
Did we
like
talk
the
to Joker about
Banjos and the-
Novaria?
Anyway, it's just really cool.
That
to
feels
see
like
how
a
that
long
works together
time
and that
ago,
you're
just
all
because
able
it's
to
been a
figure it
long
out.
and
I know this is
interesting
more
weekend.
recent. Do you know exactly
But
when this was
really, it's all good.
I think it was sometime in February. I forget the exact date. I think it was like the end of February.
Awesome. Yeah, it's recent. It is
very
early.
recent.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I know that the pacing's kind of odd with it too. You know, it's like quick and slow, and I don't know. Give us like a quick heads up.
Yeah, so we get to do the intros to 2 games. So there's like a
Let's talk to the
3-minute
crew
intro
one
of
last
Ocarina of
time.
and then like things go crazy
Before
and then
things
they
kick
they
off.
pull back a little bit. We get to do the intro for Paper Mario, and then things get crazy again. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's crazy, but then, like it kind of feels sort of normal, and then suddenly it's just fun.
yeah, and there's a
It's
lot
wild.
to explain. So like the downtime is
Oh
honestly,
boy,
like,
how
nuts.
advanced of gear could I
Gives
possibly?
us a
Never
chance
mind,
to
there's
do
nothing in there.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And so yes, I know like almost or
Don't worry,
maybe
I'm
a
not
little
trying to
less than
seduce
half
you,
of it is
Lieutenant.
Ocarina of Time, but then it's Paper Mario. It's about Paper Mario. But
True,
why why does Ocarina of Time work specifically? And is that the only game that you could use for it?
So Ocarina of Time is the best because it gives us the quickest access to doing things on the expansion pack. But technically, any game on the N64 that has an arbitrary code execution glitch could do that. So, like for instance, Pokemon Stadium
pretty
actually
good
has
look on the thing.
has ACE, arbitrary code execution.
Okay.
And you would have to combine that with I don't know. It's one of the Game Boy Pokemon games. The specifics haven't been figured out, but it's like 100% definitely possible.
What's up, Blue?
And then you could probably also use Majora's Mask, but that would, for technical reasons, it'd be a lot harder.
Well, that makes more sense because it's got like it's the same like makeup of Ocarina of Time. But like I'd never thought about Pokemon Stadium, and that you have to pair with another game. I need to see that. Like if somebody is working on that, I want to see how that works.
I don't think anybody is, but I don't know. Maybe people will be interested.
But you just know it's possible.
It is definitely possible, yes.
Okay, so Ocarina of Time just happens to be the easiest and most straightforward. Plus, it's been like super broken down so much, especially by you have like those top runners, ZFG, and everybody who knows just everything about it, and have worked so hard on.
I'm looking forward to talking to her
all
more
of the
in 2 and
coding
3.
in
Her
it,
best
like,
dialogue
all the
in
ace
Mass
stuff,
Effect 2 and 3 by far.
That's cool. Yeah, it makes sense that it would work. So I also wanted to ask a little bit about you.
Sure.
And because it seems like you have a lot of experience, not with just Paper Mario, but other Mario RPGs. Like, what got you into that?
Yeah, so I don't know. I just, probably not a super unique story. I grew up playing like a bunch of Mario games, especially the Paper Mario games. I've put the most time into Paper Mario as far as speedrunning goes, but like I've dabbled in like the Thousand Year Door, Super Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, stuff like that. But, I like the games.
Sorry, my cat also wants to ask
I
a
should
question.
Oh, what's he want to know?
Just gonna let him hang out. I'll play with him right after
Shepherd,
this.
Rex.
So one
Very
of the
good
things, like,
dialogue.
What drew you to this specifically? Was it just like fascinating, or like I know it's like
It really
really
is,
fun,
though.
but
I mean,
like,
it makes
what
sense.
made you want to
It's
run
better
this?
than just like, I should go for
Just
everything.
the novelty of it and how cool it is. And
Speaking
like,
of
I
I
have a
should
background in
goes.
computer science, and so it's like right up my alley, like a whole bunch of my interests just coming together. So
Oh,
it's,
nice.
It's just really cool.
That's cool. It's like the perfect mesh for you.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, I can't wait to see it. Make sure you all don't miss it. Seriously, it's coming up right after our daily recap, which you'll have to deal with me again for that. But it's coming up in just a couple hours, so everybody, please get excited. It is our first bonus game of the marathon, and the incentive for it was met, so we get to see a glitch exhibition on top of that, which is really, really exciting. I can't wait to see everything. There's a lot of glitches that have been found in Paper Mario as well, so lots of good broken N64 game material coming up. So make sure you don't miss that. Thank you so much for talking with me, J-Cog. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so excited for your run. So again, make sure you don't miss it. Coming up soon, I am going to hand it back over to the lovely Edovine. And thank you all so much.
No more red tape, no more politics from now on. I do things my way. Oh, it's good to see him turn that into action.
I'm gonna go ahead and read just a few more little donations before we get underway for our next game, which you don't want to
All
miss.
right, it's
We
Vermeer
have
time.
a $35 donation from
Most definitely Vermeer time,
Easy.
kids.
I am so butchering names today. I really apologize. They say, Kirby and Mario, could I ask for a better night of runs?
I'm definitely leveling up
No, I
to
could
28 on this mission, and I might
We
hit
have a $100
29 by the
donation
end of the
from
game. Probably
Brittany
won't be
that
hitting
says,
30 though.
Does it count
I've got
as an incentive
everything
to
done
get
in the
Edelvina
traverse.
State Pollo? Either way, that's what I'm putting my money towards. Oh, you guys will never make it end, will you? Bees, thank you so much for your $50 donation that says, a haiku, ultimate life form of perfect. Pink little man that's right. It's Kirby? Alright, and we are ready for Dark Soul 188 and their run of Kirby's Dream Collection All Challenges. Take it away.
You must have some connection to Cerberus.
You can go ahead and say hi. Hi, I'm back. Do you miss me? Hopefully. Anyways, Dream Collection's actually a thing that has not been run at a GV. Whoops. You know what?
Yeah,
Let me,
sure. Will you remember
let
this
me
when I come to
not-
kill him in a couple years?
Let me give a little more of a warning. Let me
Alright.
just back out of this.
Did you start the run?
Yes, I did without
Okay.
thinking.
We are
Apologies.
done here. Kirby's Dream Collection. Oh, it's Wii U. Heck yeah.
Alright, let me try that proper. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Alright.
The Hawk
Dream
system in
Collection
the
has
Century
not
Omega.
been in a GDQ before in any form.
Happiness
All
Hall.
challenges, we go through all of these challenges. You'll see a bunch of stages like this. There are a total of, I want to say, there are 8 challenges overall and then 3 races.
Oh my gosh, they just dropped another one
After
on
that,
us.
there are
Okay,
2
fine,
more
we'll
that
take
unlock,
care of this
and we'll be
first.
doing those as well.
Mm-hmm. And so this game is based off of the engine of Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which is like the really Kirby's Return to form on the Wii. That's also a game that hasn't been shown up in GDQ in a while, actually. But so you're gonna see like the same like engine used there, and in all challenges, it's basically using all the power-ups, or a lot of power-ups shown in that game, and speeding through.
And one that isn't.
It's true, one that isn't a power-up.
Because for some reason he decided, oh, let's bring back an ability that hasn't been seen in like 8 years.
Yeah. You know.
You'll see that later. But it's an interesting challenge.
Yeah.
For Sword, there really isn't a whole lot to know. We're just going to be doing a lot of sliding around or a few thrusts here and there. Both of those comprise Sword's best means of
system.
movement.
Yes.
And the
Plutus is gonna be
Plutus
like
system
this.
system. Mining rights on an asteroid rich in
best,
Ezo.
like, or not even swords. Kirby's best horizontal movement attack is just gonna be sliding. Because there really isn't much end lag.
Hades
Like, if you saw in the
Gamma
Meta Knight,
Plutus
there's a lot of
system.
end lag in Kirby's, like,
This does
sliding.
not sound familiar. I don't
But,
think I've ever done this.
In Kirby in this game, it's just fast. It's just like continuously sliding. It's faster than running.
Yeah, sometimes it depends on the ability. For example, Parasol, which is summed up really in a few seconds here. You actually have a move called the Parasol Trill. Kirby will basically fly forward with the Parasol stretched out. And that is actually
Hades
faster than
Gamma, yep, I
sliding
was
if
right.
we basically jump and do that attack.
Ah,
So
no.
you'll see the slide and then
Wrong button. I pressed X,
And then-
not B.
if you hit down in a certain way, you can actually do those twice in the air. It is a little tricky. If you hold down, you
Bend
end up doing a
these
different
nuts.
attack instead.
Huh.
And if you don't
Bend
hold
for
it up,
nada.
you might just
Caucus?
not do the attack at all. You'll just
I don't
swing the
remember
parasol.
Caucus being there.
I have had way too many
I'll take care of
instances
Plutus
of not
first,
getting
though.
that.
Yeah, if you remember the Kirby Superstar run from yesterday, you might have noticed that.
Oh,
early
Kirby
in that game,
Superstar was on
there's a bunch of, like,
yesterday?
different
Dang it, I
moves you
love
can do.
that game.
Like it kind of has like a moveset, like a fighting game. This game is very similar in the way where like each ability has a bunch of different types of moves it can do. So like obviously Parasol can do like that drill, you can just like
Made
swing the
law.
Parasol like a sword, even though it's an umbrella. It can do like that down attack. So
Nice.
you'll be seeing a bunch of different abilities throughout, or not really abilities, but well, yeah,
Non-dual.
obviously abilities, but different
lot of
movesets within
different-
that ability.
Level 1
Yeah.
heat hazard.
Yeah, Return to Dreamland is
127
when they started
Celsius.
going back to Superstar style for every ability, and it's been that way since.
Cock,
Interestingly, Spark
Clock
is
rollers.
unique that they decided
roughly
to
the
give it
size of
plasma
Mars, an atmosphere of carbon
Yes,
dioxide
and I love this version of
methane,
Spark. It's probably my favorite.
scorching hot surface,
If you
aluminum
use
and other
a
light
reader, you
metals
have
in
to
the
just
surface.
shade it to do the target
Weak
set.
magnetic
If
field,
you
high levels
want,
of solar radiation.
You do it the same way you do in Superstar, so prepare to mash your D-pad a lot.
Yeah.
And also, don't
They
do
are,
that.
Yeah.
Methane atmosphere with a hydrogen helium
I'm using
gas
a Python
giant.
controller.
Traces of methane in the atmosphere.
Turns out, another runner of the same, Shiro Kirby, one of the Japanese runners. Shout out to him, by the way, because he is
Shout out to Shiro.
in the Japanese restream for this game right now.
Oh.
Anyways, he also uses Plastic Controller.
Yeah. Shiro kind of blew this game to bits. That's kind of the case for most Japanese runners when it comes to Kirby games.
Alright, guys.
There's
The
at
Blue
least,
Squad,
in
let's
the history
go.
of a Kirby game, there's going to be one Japanese runner that was just way ahead of everyone else for a very long period of time.
Yeah, and right now that is definitely
Exactly.
Shiro Kirby, with a 2030. I
It's
am
something crazy.
really trying to get closer to that. I have to get past 2120.
Yeah.
Anyways, after each of these areas, you have a race with Matador, because as one of the few people that actually have a T-shirt that says "I survived Kirby," he decided he wanted to race, and kind of made this whole thing as a way to make amends. So
And yeah.
he'll throw obstacles at enemies at you.
Nice.
This gets spicier later.
Yeah, I have no memory of this place whatsoever.
But otherwise, for this one we use Parasol because of the abilities that you get in this section. This is the best one we have by far.
Yeah.
Later on, you get the option for Wing, and we're just going to be using that afterwards because Wing is vastly better than Parasol in every way, and is probably the best movement you'll ever see in a modern Kirby game.
Wing movement is great. I also want to mention
Two mercenaries were facing each other over the crate when they died, both suffering single gunshot wounds and Emma Rice close beside them. Matriarch's writings, nice.
Get the platinum medal. And if you get the platinum
Carefully
medal, in all of
wrapped,
these
handwritten
challenges,
copy
you
of
get
one of
King
Matriarch Dylan
That is one of the hardest, like,
treatises.
to do all this
Treatises?
consecutively. It's one of the hardest.
I don't recognize that word. It is unlikely she penned it herself, but the flowing brushwork and intricate watercolor illustrations clearly show the hand of a master scribe.
I have tried
Very
it.
cool.
I am not good at doing it that quickly.
It is. It took me like 2 months to get all the.
And this one had a League of One medallion?
medals. So,
Dude!
Like shouts to like, of course, Shio Kirby for like being able to do it consistently all the time.
Bro.
Yeah. So
And
we got Whip now.
Anyone who's good enough to actually do it. Anyways, go on, Rock.
Yeah. So we got Whip now. Whip might be my favorite ability in this run. Just because it's, I don't know, it's just so you got a whip. Great. You got a cowboy hat.
It does, it does whip things. Unfortunately, it's not very good at movement at all, so we're
No.
just gonna basically be sliding everywhere.
Yeah. But you get your yeehaw on. Yeah.
Hit that Waddle Dee for good measure because heck that Waddle Dee in particular.
Only that one though.
Let's go into there's a couple more later that I'm probably gonna have. Don't worry. We don't want to hit that Bronnervert either, it's a little bit slower. Unfortunately, we hit the Bronnervert, so
Yeah, we take intentional damage there, so we can just move past
yeah,
Waddle Dees.
a bit of a damage boost so we can get through. Normally we do this a little bit faster, but I hit the Bronnervert, that didn't help. Anyways, now that we're done with Whip, next up is Fighter and one of 3 combat phase challenges. The part of it's still going to be going fast, but the rest of it's going to be trying to beat up enemies as quickly as we can.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of like combos, like throwing enemies into other enemies.
Yeah, a little bit of combos. Also,
Dude, I want a comic devoted to how that happened.
And unfortunately, that Dojo Joe didn't want to play nice, so we had no choice but to fight that one personally.
Yeah, Fighter's great. And Fighter actually gets an upgrade later on in this game, and we'll get there. But I guess while Dark Soul focuses on this, I guess we have time for like a donation.
Yeah, this is pretty much just gonna be lots of me fighting enemies right now.
All right, well, we have a $50 donation from Blizzard120 who says, "Hey Soul, Blizz here. All hail the Bean Queen. You made it to GDQ to support those around the world."
That's maybe the one hashtag I should have thought about.
And here I am with everyone else supporting along with you. Looking forward to seeing you run in future events as well. Quick question. When is the Bean Queen going to visit the X-Buster? Donation goes to Soul's Choice and Incentive.
I've been asked about this and is going towards a great event. Oh geez, I forget what it was called. Veteranot. I'm not familiar with that game whatsoever, so I'm just curious to see what that run even is.
32 hours. Wow, it doesn't feel like I've put that much time into it.
Sure, I have a $10 donation from Lemon Curse that just says, Magolor, 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 Magolor.
We got the good bonkers. If you tap too quickly, you'll watch the attackers pass through and do nothing. And then bonkers will usually spin and waste a bunch of time, and you just sit there like, great, I'm gonna take about 3 hits while you wait. There's really no exception.
Well, use any means necessary to secure mining rights.
Either you get a good fight, or you do it too quickly, and you just waste time.
I love Wing Kirby. Wing Kirby was so much fun in Superstar.
We got the best ability in modern Kirby.
Yes. Well, welcome to Wing. Welcome to me messing up Wing.
So for Wing, you have to have it. Yeah. For Wing, you have to have a dashing start in order to do that super fast like Wing attack. So Dark Soul, you know, had to like go back and try to get a dash there. So she could just dash through.
I have been having issues with dash inputs with this controller, so that's on me.
But you can just see that was like, and like Wing can like fly super high, like flapping because you know Wing bird.
Yeah.
Birds have wings. Last time I checked.
Yeah, unfortunately, this revolves around using up in the jump button. Oops.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
That's okay. You know what? That particular way has never happened before.
That's a new one. Yeah, you can do a little skip there to get like barely above that little, I don't know, purifier things.
I like my sexy.
But yeah, the second room has lots of up and jump mashing, so you can actually fly faster. Yeah, if you're not careful, you'll actually fly into those gears and you get burned for it. Also, if you hold right near an enemy, you do a scoop attack, and that's what I accidentally did. I did not.
Oh boy,
right
this is gonna be
I
fun.
Forgot, and I held right.
So we got next Magler base. This was
And we're just gonna be using Wing.
Yeah.
Wing is good, and Wing will get us through this very quickly.
Yeah, you can just see how quickly Wing just like, boom, Magler's already got strength. Like, Wing can literally fly. Yeah, I think there's a little
there he
bit.
is, and now he's gone. And there he is, and now he's gone again.
Yep. But
That's where that comes from.
Yeah, he now has spawned these blasters, which will blast you. But there's this long stretch right here where all you do is just fly at the top, and then you at the very end, you just like, you know.
Yeah,
you can't even see what's below you.
Midway you'll do a dive so you can actually get closer to the bottom, because otherwise you're going to be really high up and you're going to have to wait for Kirby to fall.
Yeah. But that was really clean. We're heading into...
That's one of the better races. So now I believe we have Last Land. Which, yeah, if you haven't noticed, each of these area names are spelled how was their alliteration, and also spelling out things.
It's Happiness Hollow, Apricot Atrium, and Last Land. Yeah, it's just how.
Yeah,
and they all have
they named themselves.
And they all have songs from different, like Last Land is from Shiverstar in Crew 64. Apricot Atrium, I believe, was from KDL3. Yeah. So that's a little.
This is an exception. The song in here is actually unique to this game. One of a couple.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is the other combat one, and this is the Smash ability. I hope you remember Smash as a pretty much melee, because this is based on that version. So lots of beating up enemies, lots of mini bosses trying to show up now. This is Team Do. We want to beat it up where it beams us.
I believe we can manage that.
You have a bunch of moves. You got the hammer attack. The hammer is like,
boy.
just like Kirby swinging the hammer. I think that does the most damage. out of all of them.
It does.
Yeah, and then
and Kirby gets forward smash as a dash attack.
Yes, which is really nice and really fast in terms of movement wise. Not, you know, wing fast, but still fast.
It's better than nothing. It's definitely, if you have a choice to go down and slide in, you probably want a little too late on that. But okay, we made it work.
Yeah, you can see like these.
Oh, please tell me I can kill him in the next few games.
Yep. And now we have Duvior. He's in the air, but we can still hit him.
Yeah, the hitbox
So we'll do
extends
that?
barely high enough.
Block that so we don't get hit, so we don't have to waste time with Kirby being electrified.
You can actually do like a little crouch cancel type thing, where if you like, you know, crouch, it like doesn't give you any knockback.
Oh, yeah, I've done that before, but it doesn't always.
It doesn't always work.
You don't always make it work.
Sure.
But, like, it's a cool little mechanic.
He's
it's only
just
in
like,
this game and I'm not actually sure if it's in the Return to Dreamland.
I actually don't remember. I don't think it is. And that one we wanted to run away, but we got it.
Yep.
Yeah, all of those are a set pattern. They will always show up in the same form every time you go through this stage.
Yep. At least it's consistent. That makes it really nice. But these last two are probably the trickiest two to get fast. But that's pretty clean.
Shout out to Shiro for having very good notes on how to do certain fights.
Yeah, Shiro did like an entire English commentated run over this run. So if you're interested in learning this run, definitely go check that
yeah,
out.
definitely watch the full record video on speedrun.com. It has
insane.
very good notes. They'll give you a very good idea of what to do, and also some strats if you had a high enough skill level to pull them off.
Well then.
And real quick, as we head into the normal challenge, really all we're just gonna be doing is sliding.
Let's
up the
kill
stairs
him.
and, like,
Yeah, this is
nothing.
this is for whatever reason a challenge to face around Kirby without abilities.
I want to give a shout out to MK Cocoon's the Kirby PR point. Yeah, the Kirby speedrunning PR, which is basically like a point ranking based on like a Kirby speedrunner's speedrun time in a game. And this game is part of it, and we call this game free PR points because
They're
it's
not really free
linear.
anymore after
They're
the
not free anymore.
impressive world record from Shiro, though.
Yeah. But look, a bunch of runners just started running this game just to get more PR points. So we called this game free PR points.
And then I started running it, and I've been trying to push it as much as I can, although I'm still only like 4 so far. And then I just did the trick I was meaning to do, really wanted to until that block. Oh well. We'll just do it just slightly slower. That bounces RNG. If you don't do it, if it doesn't give you what you need, you'll have to take hit 2 hits.
And it's really important we face left there, doing that like down suck thing. Because when we face right,
otherwise-
we suck
yes, otherwise
everything.
you
It takes forever.
everything.
Yeah, it takes so long. So we're heading into our final Magalo challenge, which is a it's another race, obviously, but we're allowed to use, thankfully, every ability that we've had that we've been able to access this game. So obviously, we're using
Yeah, none of it matters. We're using lean.
Yeah. Well, it does because we get to use wing, of course. That's what matters.
Okay, it does matter because we get
I
lean,
delete
but
data
also
like
doesn't
you
matter
on the
because
way
we're
to
gonna use
real
lean, nothing else is
errors.
better. Also, remember how we remarked races are gonna get spicy soon? They're gonna get very spicy now.
Yes.
That's start using fireball.
Luckily with the wing, we can, you know, keep up to pace with them. But there's a lot happening on at once, and
if you're not careful, you will take a fireball to the face, and you'll lose like 2 seconds per fireball.
Another thing with like wing movement is that you can't do a dash attack if you're not, like I mentioned this earlier, but you can't do a dash attack unless you're dashing before. So after you do like a flutter, that instantly cancels your dash state. So you have to hit the ground again before you do the dash attack, which can be a little tricky sometimes, managing that between like flutter and dash.
Now, this for 80%, this would be it. The run would be over, but it's not. There's going to be 2 more challenges.
Yeah, we just skip the credits.
So, unfortunately, much of the credits are actually really neat. I wish I could show them off. Maybe if this comes up in the number TV.
You are the first real fight I've had in a while, though, so good on you, Darius.
But otherwise, we're going to go straight to the next race.
Well, you can't really be a
because
lord
this
if you're
will
dead,
load
so
fast.
yeah, Darius.
the race that's already loaded, this means we'll just keep whatever's already loaded.
Yeah, so
basically,
Megalo race.
wants a rematch.
Yeah, it's just.
Who's got the high ground now, sucker?
Yeah.
You probably have time
Yeah,
for like a donation or two here.
Millions
Okay,
for
so
defense,
we
not
have
1
a
cent for tribute.
$250 donation from RC that says, I have
Oh,
known
that
Soul
was
for a very
fulfilling.
long time, and she is an amazing friend. I am so happy she has finally made it to a GDQ, and hope she has many more. Good luck on the run.
So we don't. Okay, we got over the fireball. That's a good thing. We got that lined up, even better. And as I'm trying to get away from this lunch bowl, you probably have enough time for one more donation.
Well,
Exit
I just
door
have a simple
open.
one, a $10 from Serious Beats that just says, Hiya!
Hiya!
Fair enough.
Let's see what Hackett thinks of this.
They are the best. They're the reason she's been doing this, you know, since Kirby was invented.
And to round it out, we have Smash Chamber EX, which is
And you'll
lots
address
of
me as
fighting.
Spectre. Is that fair?
Lots of
That's
mini
what I should have
bosses.
said to him.
Best song of the game.
Also, that's a funny way. That's a funny way to call Miracle Matter. We'll be using the final cutter here so we can get these to spawn up a little bit faster. But otherwise, it's going to be me fighting these for the moment. There really isn't much else to remark for now, so if there are any more donations, there's definitely going to be time for them during this challenge.
Alright, so I have a $35 donation from MySW that says, Hiya?
I like you, Hackett.
Hiya!
Let's stick with this. Nah, I'm not gonna be nice to the sucker.
I have an anonymous $10 donation
Oh.
that says, could I get a player from
Let's go
my
to
friend
Vermeer,
Taylor?"
baby. I am
well, I'll
feeling
do
it.
Hiya! And then I have a $50 donation from Kirby that says, I absolutely love Kirby, but seeing this run makes me want to play Super Smash since I've been maining Kirby since forever. Hiya!
Jar 4.
Arthur might get a spin here.
Close
Yeah,
orbiting
spin.
hot Jupiter,
I
hydrogen
made
helium
my
gas
first
giant.
hit, so that wasted time. It happens.
You can keep going at it.
Just by its great size, Jar 4 is
we
actually
have
rather
a-
well massed. The incredible heat of
I
the
got
Star
like
Hawk
one.
has
I have
caused
a
its
$35
atmosphere to
donation from
expand.
XCOG that says, I
In
can't
fact, Jar
resist
4 is
this
so
mini Kirby
low
block
mass
and
it
the
is
prices
tidally
it comes
locked
with.
to Hawk.
If you were
The
donating
temperature
even without
difference
the
between the
prices,
sunward
though,
hot pole and the dark side
MSF
cold
is
pole
awesome
creates
beyond
constant hurricane
Hey,
force
Bean,
winds.
how about a break from the following? How about a Meta Knight
Yamata.
impression, if you're up for it?
Terrestrial planet with a thick, hazy atmosphere of ammonia, methane, and a cocktail of other hydrocarbon gases. Scorching hot on
I
the
think in the
surface.
manime,
Nickel and iron deposits throughout.
the anime, I
Oh,
can't
he
even
had
remember.
like that.
Yeah,
he
like
had
the
like
accent,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, he has like Antonio Banderas voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be good for mining. You have to set up for dealing with the high gravity
you know,
and
Kirby
heat
gets
to
Kirby
go
with
through.
the
It would also be unlikely because it's near the terminus.
Yep, you just sit there and hammer. It's great.
A lush frontier world, ideal for colonization by
And we're gonna
carbon-based
get sucked in,
species.
that's
However,
okay.
it is near the
We'll just
terminus
shake out.
systems, and it has vast
Then we'll
seas and
some more
orbital
hammers.
position on the
I-
inner
and
life
you don't get
zone
hit
that
by
created
that
a wide
too, Ryan.
equatorial band of humid
It's,
tropical
that's
terrain.
fine.
Unfortunately, political instability of the nearby terminus systems has
And
impeded
that's with me,
colonization
regardless
efforts.
of consent.
Pirates and slavers make it an unappealing homestead
And
destination.
time's coming up pretty soon.
And
Nice brisk
yeah,
32
time is coming
Celsius.
up when the
Nice and
message
tropical.
That all challenges are completed. So
time.
Everyone's gonna be on ground, so let's
on my
just.
end, I have a 2152.
Yeah,
Nice.
the boys are back in town, baby.
I'm not sure what the timer is on GDQ's. It's GDQ's in, but
There's a little behind.
oh, okay.
Going hot and take 'em out.
So yeah, there really isn't much else. I do want to do some shout outs to entirely too many friends of mine. There's definitely a couple that have really lit a fire under me over the last few months. Definitely lots of
Alright,
shout
one
outs
second,
to
Joker.
the current community as a whole. Shout out to
Yes.
Shasta, Rock, Cocoon. Definitely shout out to Shiro. I'm sure he's done a really good job explaining everything in this run.
5:30, not bad.
Definitely join the Kirby Discord. We would be glad to have you. Lots of really helpful people, myself included. maybe more people, maybe others will try to run this stage. There's really not that many runners for this one.
Yep, this run is sick. Please run
right.
this game. Please run this game.
Oh,
Return to
sorry,
It's
Garrus.
really good.
We'll take care of the good doctor
don't
once we
burn
get
all
out of the
challenges.
Citadel.
But otherwise, I think I'm good. Is there any other shoutouts you might want to do, Ross? I know you did a few already. For
Yeah, I did a
the
ton
race.
already, but like, you know, shout out to the entire Kirby community. And especially the JP community as well. I wasn't able to shout them out. Wakaza, Mary,
Yep.
Hero, Zonky, Cyril, Cabbage, you know, all those lads. But yeah, make sure to
Okay.
join the Discord. We're
All
I've already
save files
I
are
went to the Discord
taken
after
up.
my run and saw people already asking how to learn Meta Nightmare, which is the coolest thing to me. But yeah, make sure you guys if you're interested, join the Discord thing. Check us out and make sure
And that's a
and make
spicy
sure
meatball.
you guys follow Dark Soul 188. If you heard the donation earlier, Bean Queen.
Yes,
Bean-
I
Oh, I finished it already. 25-minute
Water
estimate.
Kirby
Use
games.
completion time
I do stream pretty regularly.
Oh, wow.
And yes, there are definitely beam memes here and there, thanks to a certain marathon that happened only like a week ago.
Yeah.
But-
yeah. Shouts to Dark Soul. Go follow her. Shouts to Edo as always for putting up with
yes.
Kirby speedrunners for the past how long
I've lost
has
count. How long?
how long? Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you guys so
right.
much.
But yes, thank
And
you.
make
Thanks
sure-
for having us.
Make sure not to go anywhere there. Next up, we have an insanely cool run. It's Super Mario Odyssey Talk 2% with Dangerous. You don't want to miss that. It's basically, if you know what a randomizer is, it's that, but in game. It's cool. Yeah.
All right, amazing job, Dark Soul, with that run. Really, really cool to watch. I've actually never done those challenges before. Oh, I need to keep up with my Kirby games.
Protecting life all
I'm gonna
across the
make some donations
galaxy,
for you guys. We have
except
a
mercenary
$100
life.
donations from Rox himself that says, "Thank you so much, GDQ, for letting me show off my masked blue boy speed through Dreamland like that. It was an absolute honor showing this off to all of you, and huge shoutouts to Shasta for racing it with me. Good luck, Dark Soul, which we already went, and everyone else on the rest of their runs." And then Shasta also donated $100, saying, "Donating for all 5 deaths I had during the Meta Nightmare run. GG's to Rox on an amazing race. Happy we were able to show off such a fun and difficult run during this event. Don't miss the rest of the runs as well, because you are going to
So
love
shield
them all
tilt for a
today.
second.
The schedule is stacked. Also, please go follow Rox _ on Twitch if you haven't already. Also, hiya! And then Infinite Egg donates $10 that says, I have to say this in the most serious voice possible.
Oh, Dark Soul only has 169 followers. Heck
I
yeah,
hope I did
definitely
that
gonna follow them.
right. I hope it wasn't creepy. $100 from Kirby that says, "Looking forward to the Kirby block today. Thanks to GDQ for
Is that
doing
Kirby
such
Master
amazing
Kirby
work
or a
with
different
this
Kirby?
awesome marathon." And we are going to talk about NIS and their amazing new game, Ease 9 Monstrum Nox. Yes, play as any of the 6 notorious monstrums, each with their own unique gifts that grant abilities such as scaling sheer walls or detecting hidden objects to protect the city from shadowy creatures. It is launching this week for Nintendo Switch and PC. Learn more at play-ys.com. Once again, it is play-ys.com. All right, guys, I'm gonna read a couple more
Nice.
donations as we're getting close to the next game, which is Super Mario Odyssey. Let's do the Odyssey. All right,
Let's
we have
do
a
the
$25 donation
Odyssey.
from Neon that says,
Such a good
I see
song.
GDQ. I hear fire. I
Dude,
don't.
I had some serious
That makes sense.
emotion playing that for the first time. It was so fresh.
Div, thank you so much for your $10 donation. They say, I'm so hyped for another GDQ event. And on on the side note, quite happy to see the return
I thought
of
you were
the
saying
birthday
quite.
crowd.
Quite
No, I
happy.
love the crowd. It is so cute. I love it. And now I am handing this over to Scent to show our lovely prizes. Take it away.
It would be cool. I'm
so
sure there
much,
is a
Edo.
mod
As
where the
mentioned,
machine
my
gun is
name
just
Ned. I'm
repeating.
here to show you all some of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating to SGDQ.
Just
and
turn
we've
the
almost
rockets
already
and you're
raised
firing them at a machine gun's pace, so that would be
$100,000
awesome.
for MSF. That is just
You would melt
Everyone at home,
absolutely
give yourselves a
everything
big
in
round of
moments.
applause for that. The marathon is,
Nothing
of
in the
course,
game
just
would be
getting started.
safe.
We've got so many more amazing games and so many more amazing prizes that you can win by donating. Let's talk about a few of them because there certainly are some great ones coming up. Now, all of the prizes I'm going to be talking about right now are from now until the end of Bayonetta a little bit later tonight. So just keep an eye out on them. Get those donations in early. Get those donations in often because you don't want to miss out on any of this great stuff. Stuff like Paul Bunyan sent us this lovely Moai papercraft artwork. Right
Nice.
Yep, this is entirely papercraft of one of the weirdest but kind of coolest captures in Super Mario Odyssey. I'm a big fan of it. It's got the funky shades and the earrings and the little plant for hair. I'm a big fan of the Moai. You got the little cactus in the background and the dunes for depth. And again, this is all paper. There's no art materials here. It's just colored paper. It's a super cool piece. $10 minimum donation from now until the end of Bayonetta. Thank you so much to Paul Bunyan for sending it out to us. Now, from our friends over at Fangamer and longtime friend Gary Fry, we have this absolutely lovely Hollow Knight Wanderer's Journal.
Ooh.
This thing is just amazing. It is packed full of incredibly lovely art of all of the characters in Hollow Knight. You gotta check it out. It's only a $10 minimum donation to enter to win. Look at how shiny the cover is. You can't resist.
God, it's
picking up a
gorgeous.
Hollow Knight Wanderer's Journal.
I'll just see if
Come
that's
on,
available
get
through
those
another
donations in.
retailer.
And worst case scenario, I hear there's an NPC who gives like 300 geo for each of these. So I mean, it has a use even in your speedruns. Make sure to get one today. Oh, gotta.
You know
reach
you
a little
like
off
that.
screen for some of these, but trust
Slut
me,
Colossus.
it is worth
Anyways.
it. This is the wrong direction. This is the wrong direction. This is the correct direction for this lovely fused glass Yoshi's egg piece sent to us by
Alarian
Fuse.
Camp.
Thank you so much, Caleb, for sending it out to us. It's amazing. Each one of those little squares you can kind of faintly see is a piece of melted glass. It's kind of like the glass version of a perler. Super cool art style.
That's very
Super
cool.
cool end result. You got a Yoshi's egg right there. Loud and clear, in a frame, with a stand, so you can just set it up somewhere. I'm gonna set it right here on the couch next to me. It's a $15 minimum donation. Make sure to get those donations in from now until the end of Bayonetta. Oh, there are just so many
Dude, I
wonderful
don't even
prizes.
have.
Gotta
Well, high explosive.
little
If you
to get
could
some more,
hybridize
but trust
that
me,
with
it's worth it. From Mr. Ed
with the
Nigma,
synthetic
we have
bonus
Hornet
and the organic
the
bonus,
Vessel
dude,
Amigurumi. These are
that'd be even more of a
super cool, and
beast,
I wanna
like
give
against
a
the
big
primes
shout-out
and the
to
juggernauts.
Mr. Ed Nigma. Apparently, just a super cool guy. Reached out to me and mentioned, you know, hey, I have a following on
He's trying to
we
blitz me
do
and I
amigurumi
mow him
figures,
down
and
instantly.
I recently published a tutorial. I think it would be really cool if I, reached out to my TikTok community.
I
and
am
was like, hey, who wants to,
absolutely
use this
maniacally
tutorial, Make something
unstoppable.
of your own, send it in, and then we'll do a big group donation from the Nigma TikTok community. And they did, and the results are amazing. They've actually been a lot of the amigurumi figures that you've seen as prizes up in the marathon so far. So big shout outs to Mr. Ed Nigma and his community for sending all of these in. Again, Hornet and the Vessel, $15 minimum donation. They come together because you can't separate them, and they are wonderful. Thank you so much.
Dude, what?
Now,
Bro,
from
I
Retroverse,
opened the
we have
gate.
pretty cool prize here. Some of you
What the
might be familiar
deuce?
with it. It's a Nintendo Switch. Not sure what else to say about it. You all know what it is. It's a Nintendo Switch. It's a great console. It's portable. It's got a wonderful library on it. It's a $20
Nintendo
minimum
Switch,
donation.
baby.
Thanks so much to Retroverse for providing one for the event. You want to win it? It's got red and blue Joy-Cons. You can see
What?
those right here. Get your
Oh my
donations in
gosh,
now
you're
until
so
the end of Bayonetta. And,
stupid.
while you're donating for that Switch, maybe you should donate for a game to play on that Switch. The Switch has a great library. There are so many wonderful games, including games that are in our marathon, maybe even games that are coming up right next. So I think you all know what game I'm thinking of right now. That's right. Hollow Knight? The answer was Hollow Knight. Everyone at home got that, right? I hope so. From Fangamer and Team Cherry, we have this lovely Switch edition of the Hollow Knight Collector's Edition. It's super cool.
I
It's
love
got a
it.
little Vessel figure in there. It's got a map. It's got, I believe, a steel case for the game. Wonderful, wonderful little collector's edition. It's a $20 minimum donation. But wait a minute, because it doesn't come
But
by
wait,
itself.
there's more.
Oh, sorry, is this yours? I'm gonna need it for a minute. You also get this absolutely adorable Shade plushie. When you
I love
squeeze it, the eyes light up and it plays the Shade jingle from Hollow Knight. It's so cool. They come together as a bundle. It's a $20 minimum donation for your chance to win both. Make sure to get those donations.
I didn't think I was
in.
going to be
And while
leveling
you're
up.
getting
That's,
donations in for
I
both
thought would
of those,
take me well into the
remember
next
about
section
our
past the camp to
brand
get that much
prizes.
experience.
$250
Now it takes
cumulatively throughout
98,000
the
XP to hit the
If
next
you
level.
get
That's going
that
to take
much
a little
in
while.
throughout the marathon, you're gonna be entered
But
to
there's
win
a
one
lot of gas to kill
two
up here, so
amazing
I'm
grand
okay
prizes
with
from our
that.
friends over at Heroic Replicas. Shout out to Heroic Replicas, by the way, especially Dave at Heroic Replicas for making all of these. You get your choice of one of their amazing replicas. You got to go over to GamesDoneQuick.com, check out the tracker. It's got a list and an album of all of your choices, but there are some really standout ones there. There's, of course, the Master Sword, the Hylian Shield, the regular stuff, but there's some new cool stuff in there too. Stuff like the Megaton Hammer, stuff like He-Man's
I'd like a
sword,
Megaton Hammer.
stuff
That
like
would be
the
amazing.
Thundercat Sword of Omens. Stuff like the Minecraft Diamond Sword. Everyone knows what a Diamond Sword looks like. You could have one in real life.
I just absolutely laugh in the face of a juggernaut. Just point blank, bang, bang, with a Black Widow sniper. Oh,
how ridiculous it is.
so stupidly powerful. This is my favorite weapon in this game.
Ton of just absolutely impossible to find.
The Spectre class HMWS R7 with explosive rounds and 2 scram rails?
But they built an entire PC
frictionless
out of
materials
them, put it
8 and
together,
9.
Send it out to us. It's super cool. You gotta go over to GamesDoneQuick.com to check out a pic of it, to check out the full specs behind it. And again, that's a $250 minimum donation throughout the entire event. Now, real quick, while I have everyone here, got an important message for you. You see, throughout the entire month of July, Games Done Quick is donating all of the revenue that they receive after taxes from subs and bits right back to MSF, right back to charity. So that means when you subscribe to the channel, the portion of that subscription that Games Done Quick would receive, minus the taxes that they need to pay on it, will be donated
Curie,
back to
the
MSF.
man.
Here's where it gets
The man with a plan.
Because if you have Amazon
To
Prime,
hold no matter what
then you have Prime
stands
Gaming.
in our way.
With Prime Gaming, then
Hold the
every
line.
month you get a token for a free subscription to you to a
What's
channel
up,
of your
Adverse?
choice. You get to use all the emotes, you get all the benefits of being a subscriber, but here's the important part. The channel still gets the full revenue from that subscription. So that means if you've got Amazon Prime, you can use that free subscription on Games Done Quick, and we will donate the revenue from that subscription minus taxes right back to the charity. You got Amazon Prime, your mom's got Amazon Prime, your grandma's got Amazon Prime, get them to use that free subscription. Remember, it's all going to an absolutely amazing cause, and we've already raised so much. I know we're going to raise so much more throughout the week, and I'm so excited for it. But anyway, if you have any questions about the marathon at all, just head over to GamesDoneQuick.com if you're not already there. And if you are, you should take a look at the tracker, because it's got all the information you need. It's got the information on upcoming incentives that you can donate towards. Because you don't have to donate specifically for the prizes, you just have to donate the minimum value. You can put that donation towards whatever you want. Incentives like the DMC difficulty upgrade. Look, I'm just gonna be straight with you. You're not playing Devil May Cry unless you're playing on, a harder difficulty, right? Playing on an easier difficulty, is it really Devil May Cry? I think we still need about $5,000 to make that happen. It's a few runs away. I know it's gonna happen. I have faith. All of the amazing prizes that you can win, prizes like all the prizes I've shown, plus plenty more super awesome ones. And of course, all of the great speedruns that you can catch at GDQ. You don't want to miss any of them. Coming up next, we have one of the ones I am most excited for. It's Super Mario Odyssey Talk 2%. Now, any percent you've heard of, you can do whatever you want. 100%, do everything. Low percent,
We are not
do
a mistake.
like the least possible to beat the game. Talk 2%, listen to a bird and somehow route the game around what the
Don't
bird
have
tells
this
you
problem.
to do. I don't know how that's going to happen, but Dangers certainly does. So let's send it back up to Edobean as we get ready and hype for that run.
Why don't you go talk to the I met an ID some time to come up with a new plan of attack. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so worried.
Alright guys, and this is where I must take a step back. But don't worry, I will be back on Wednesday. Thank you, people that are watching, viewing where they're at home, where it's on the phone. Make sure you hydrate, make sure you get those snacks, and make sure you stay safe. I will be back Wednesday, and I am throwing this out to Super Jimus. And thank you so much.
Talizora! What's up, girl? Oh, there's Rex.
Good evening, everyone.
Shooting the
Welcome
fish like
back
I
to
knew
Summer
you would.
Games Done Quick 2021, powered by Twitch. I am Super Jamoose, and I'll be your host for this comfy Super Mario block on your Monday evening. If you're just settling in after a long, hot day at work, or set up with your takeout, your home-cooked dinner, or maybe you're able to catch us on your mobile app, whatever your situation,
Phoenix
we are
10,
so glad
heavy human
you could join
armor.
us tonight. Up next, we have Danger taking us on an Odyssey, a Super Mario Odyssey. The Talking 2% run, and you don't want to miss it. Now,
Let me see what you have. What little there.
I'm being told we need to go to some messages, so just stay right there. We'll be right back.
And Liara.
We better succeed. We still feel the toll of a broken rebellion.
It'd be cool if I could equip that. That's a ton of shields.
And welcome back. Before we get going into our next segment, let's get into some donations, shall we? I have a $50 donation from Siphon. Good luck to all the runners, and thanks to all the staff and donors. Let's hit 3 million for MSF this week. $50 from Egghead, donating percent, the best prize man of all time. It always raises my spirits to see you on screen. Thanks for your hard work and endless energy. Is it Mario time yet? I think it's Mario time. We've got Dangers on deck to take us through Super Mario Odyssey Talking 2% run. Without any further ado, Dangers, the floor is yours. Let's go!
All right. Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? My name is Dangers, and today I have Super Mario Odyssey for my Nintendo Switch. We're going to be doing a little bit of Talk 2%, and oh boy, am I excited to share this category with you. This run is one that I've always thought about getting into a GDQ and showcasing on the big stage, and we'll talk about the category in just a second. But first, let's go ahead and introduce my couch. Big quotes.
Let's
We
try
got
this
Fur and
out.
Tiffany. Introduce yourselves, guys.
In the next battle.
Hey, I'm Fur. I also speedrun Mario Odyssey.
And I'm Timpani. I also speedrun Mario Odyssey.
That's it. That's the tweet. Send tweet. That's it.
That is it.
End tweet.
This is all I've done.
In our entire streaming careers, Super Mario Odyssey.
Yep.
And that is all. So, without further ado, we're going to get into Talk 2%. The first thing you're going to notice is we're playing in English. Very important reason for that. And we'll explain it as we get into Cap Kingdom. But essentially, any percent is what we're going to be playing today. But it's got a little bit of a twist on it. Instead of just having our route already pre-planned, we know what our fastest moons are, get in, get out of the kingdoms as fast as you possibly can. This runs a little bit different. We have a little bird, and he's our friend in all of these kingdoms, and he's going to be basically bossing us around and telling us where to go this entire speed run. I can't think of a better way to play Super Mario Odyssey. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the starting timer going. I'm going to hit the start button in 3, 2, 1, go. So maybe somebody on the couch can tell me a little bit more about what Talkatoo is and what the bird does.
See how much this gets us point-wise. Then we'll revert, don't worry.
Well, you already told half the story, Dangers. Talkatoo is a bird.
That is, I mean, what more do you need to know?
No, but in actuality, so Talkatoo is like one of the in-game hint mechanics. And what I mean by that is every moon in this game has a name, and if you talk to Talkatoo, it will give you the name of the moon. And when you collect that
25.
moon, it can give you another name in its place. It can give you up to 3 names at a time. And Talkatoo% basically uses that as a randomizer. So Dangers is only going to be collecting story moons, which Talkatoo cannot tell us the name of, and moons that Talkatoo tells us about. So it's sort of like a randomized Odyssey run where Dangers is going to have to think on the fly to figure out you know, what order he wants to get things.
We haven't even got any donations in yet. The donations are where the puns are just like, you know, just flowing in, but for already hitting us with a banger right out of the gate. Yeah, I think what Fur said is really important. You know, Talkatoo is going to give us anything but
Resolve an
story
impossible
moons, so you can kind of
situation.
consider the story moons to be like the free square on a bingo card, you know. We get to collect those just because Talkatoo will never give them to us, and they're kind of important for the story. They're kind of important for us to sometimes make progression in this game, so, you know, not allowing us to use them would be kind of like, it'd be kind of mean, I guess.
Nowhere near as many
and the
Renegade
rest are
points, but
moons
that's
that
okay.
We just have to get, oh, spin throw didn't come out there, but that's okay. That we have to get from Talkatoo themselves. And because it's any percent, we're collecting the minimum amount of moons to leave every kingdom. And that's our only requirement, really, is that we just kind of do any percent, but we do it with Talkatoo's suggestions. And Talkatoo will only ever suggest moons that we can collect in the kingdom at that moment in time. So he'll never give us moons, like if you've played this game before, there's a lot of post-game content. He'll never give us the moons that are hidden behind the moon rocks.
I think
He'll
3
never
hours
give us
is
the
good
moons
enough.
that are hidden behind what we call the world peace state, unless
All
we've
right.
completed world peace already.
Definitely watch Summer Games Done Quick. If you like speedrunning, it's a lot of fun. And next stream of Mass Effect will be the finale, and then I will be done with Legendary Edition for a while. I might not even stream Mass Effect 2. I might play that on the side because I'm going to start streaming the Yakuza series soon. It's interesting. Just there's a lot of hours to put into those games, and I'm also going to be playing some Metroid before Dread comes out. And I'm going to play some Rocket League, more Destiny, and Halo. There's a lot on my plate for the second half of this year, stream-wise. And let's just hope we get some more viewers in here to interact with. Violet's TV. What's Discord for streamers? Just some bots following me. But thanks, Violet's TV, for watching. Thanks, LeBrad James, for the sub. You are an absolute king, queen, whatever you are. Identify with your aces. Thank you so much for that. And then get on camera for this last bit. Praise the Sun is one of my favorite shirts. And happy 4th of July weekend to everyone that's celebrated here in America. 3-day weekend. And all right. I love the T-Rex part on Mario Odyssey. Yeah, what was I saying? Thanks, Dad. You interrupted my thoughts. Happy Independence Day to everyone that celebrated. Every other country that's celebrating their national holiday and everything. I know Canada's had theirs. I hope you guys had a good one. There's a lot of interesting things going on in Canada, and just like we're with you guys. You know, we're humanity. You know, we care. So anyone feeling down, I believe in you. I love you to pieces. Don't stop fighting, okay? Don't give up, any of you. Life is difficult enough already. We don't need to add to it ourselves. So do your best. You can reach out to me on Twitter if you need help. I'm at Real Chris Breezy, Chris with a K, I think. Yeah, it's Chris with a K. And people in the support industry are there to help you, okay? Believe in yourself and just try. Just keep fighting. Keep trying. It's hard. I've been there. Trust me, I know. Goodness, I know. It's hard, but life is difficult for a reason. It's worthwhile. So stick to it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take good care of yourself. See you next time. Peace.